everyone! We're back!
I hate how the bottom half of the minimap looks like it's mirrored, but it's not.
That's fair.
It's not. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
So, get this guy in the back. Get him in the butt. Get him in the butt!
I said, well, what?
I won't run away!
Earth and Wind calling the
Oh, didn't even do that. No, God, no, please. Ow. Wait, now I'm Maggie. What happened? Oh.
I'll finish this.
Here, all right. We're good.
Yeah, eat it. Hurricane. Die. Shooting star. Double haze. Eat it. For fun. Eat it. That's all.
I can't.
Unarmed? Hardly.
Were you playing
These are deadly
during that?
weapons.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I
What'll
accidentally
it take to
swapped
make you
out,
go all out?
Eisen, but I was able to swap back in, and I'm in.
Fair
I
enough.
was doing the thing.
He is doing the thing.
He was doing things.
Okay, so it's just those two. And that's the increased art attack when you're under 10% HP, which we care
low life builds in a game where if you're low life, you're
Yeah.
basically dead.
which we care less about. So we are going to go with the Topaz pendant for now. Oh. Hold up.
Wait a minute. Something's not right.
That just has the random skill on it of equipment speed learn 14% faster. Interesting.
So it's like you can learn this one skill
Yeah.
on this
Well-
one weapon a
well,
little faster.
It's any weapon, anything
Move
that
it
you have
or
equipped.
die.
Leave this to me!
Oh, never mind. Okay. Give me
I'll
eyes.
finish this.
Oh, that's because I'm touching the
Hurricane. Hurricane. Good.
Oh,
Wow, that has a massive fucking AoE on it.
oh my god. Yeah, do it. Oh no! Oh no! And I'm paralyzed. No, I'm no longer paralyzed.
Can't believe you've done
Come
this
on,
to us.
really?
Gotcha!
Scale
Scale Crusher.
That sounds like it's gonna have anti reptile stuff on it.
I would assume dragon.
Yeah, reptile enough.
Dragon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you hold it, it does mega sonic thrust.
Creates orbs of pure cold and fierce heat in succession, generating a temperature shock powerful enough to shatter even a dragon's scales. That's a cool kind of like concept. Alright. I have to keep an eye out for that. Alright, you little face suckers.
Huh? Oh,
I can
cool.
fight too!
Love that.
Whoops.
Eat it. You're wide open. Die or be killed. You're beat it. Eat it. You're wide open. Die or be killed. Eat it. Up. Die. No escape. You're wide open. Die or be killed.
That's so weird. That's such a
If you
weird
wanna
ability.
live,
Did you
get
see
out
it
of my
firing
way.
off?
No.
It's not like it's not like
belts.
yeah, I do like belts.
Sorry.
It's not like an attack. It's not like I slash and do like cold and then fire. I shoot up into the air a big ass cold and then fire bomb. Like it doesn't like arc. It's like up here. Boom. Boom.
So you need to do like a lifting, like a pop up.
It seemed to hit regardless.
Oh, okay. All right.
As long as there was something under it, it feels like the AoE seems pretty big.
All right.
But it was just very strange. It definitely looks like it's designed to hit a fucking dragon in like
That's up in the air flying.
either up in the air or just that is so fucking big that they're a massive part of the screen, you know?
Yeah,
Ah!
all right, that's not a encounter. That's a cutscene.
Well, shit. Uh-oh.
Oh,
What's his
there
name's
goes-
dead?
there goes one. Or,
Silva?
what?
What happened?
Silva.
Oh, Silva, right. Because
Silva's dead.
he had a silver collar when...
We used to play
He had
tag
a
all the
gold.
time.
Oh, god damn it.
That's just Sloppy said. 1, 2, and 3
I
are all
won't
here.
let you get away, Velvet. Inomina!
Are you calling Laphicet Original
I don't know
3?
who's who.
Oh no!
I'm scared!
Oh,
Stop
Malevolence.
You're turning him into a dragon! That was the whole reason I took him from Teresa. It's just another necessary sacrifice for peace.
Fucked up.
Sloppy said, dude. Talking like a bad guy. Wow, that was fast. Well, I mean, this is the Dragon Ranch, right? So this is...
Inomina, you monster!
Inomina to the front of us, a dragon to the back of us. Reaper's curse doesn't begin to describe it.
Yep, this is all Aizen's fault.
What a shame. Is that despair I sense?
Zavid,
Not
please
on your
handle the
life.
dragon.
It'll take more than this to make your big sister break.
I like how she's just leaning into
the
it
more
now.
you resist, the more you'll suffer.
I mean,
Velvet,
you want me to give in to my
Let
hate
me
and
punish
despair.
this rotten little
Oh.
delinquent.
Zavid's gonna take on
You're
Innominat
just a
while we
Mala.
take on the
The
dragon.
You don't
beat is
stand
gonna
a chance.
1v1 Inomina.
He does
I'm
have the
not
gun.
Just any Moloch.
Persona!
And I'm sick of murdering scum like you.
Oh, he's gonna double
I know
those.
no limits.
Kaioken times
For
3!
I am Zavid! Zavid!
Oh, we gotta kill our buddy.
Hey, very convenient.
This is
skill you
officially
just
too
got.
damn much.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Take them out one by one.
Yeah.
If only I'd been a
I love how
larger
we
vessel.
both start
Save
running
your
towards
regrets for
Clyde.
later. We're dead if we don't focus.
Aye.
And
Bringing
he
him a
just
swift
flipped
death
around,
would be a
so
mercy.
I guess it doesn't matter. Really?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I get it.
See, I just shoot into the fucking
Tail
air.
crush! Tail crush! Oh!
Oh! Ow!
Oh, come on with that stuff. I'm getting that back. I don't even care. I'm not doing this boss fight without fucking FP, and I'm so glad I can generate it on this. Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna go ahead and might not get the mag. I did it. Alright. Bro, I'm so happy. about that. How many blast gauge does it take to do your level 2?
I don't know. Damn it.
Blade of Heaven's will pierce mine enemies!
See this? Double haste!
Oh, come on!
He's healing himself!
We don't want to
Stop
kill
that,
him.
dummy!
We need to bring him down in one push.
Oh shit.
Alright.
I told you
I guess
you would
the
suffer.
Kaioken times 3 did not work out.
Whoops.
Zavid.
Also,
I'll hold off Inomina.
that didn't take
Everyone
long.
else, take out that dragon.
Wait, what?
There's no way you can face him alone. At least let me assist you.
I was gonna say, legitimately, we
This
have
isn't
two
an
free
order.
party
It's
members.
strategy.
Again, we have two free party members that could have gone with
Unfair.
Zavid to begin with, and it could have been a 3v1.
Honestly, I feel like if we just put Velvet and Aizen against the dragon, that's all we need.
For something that's a mere part of me, you're awfully uppity.
Ooh, talking that smack.
I am the Mala Laphicet. I am my own master.
I miscalculated before. I won't hold back this time.
I don't see this going Laphicet's way. But which one?
And neither will we.
Yeah, alright, here we go.
He's changed. We're still in the same bind.
Everything's changed. V is trying to become someone new.
It's a gamble. I'm in.
Me too.
No.
You stay out of this. Your
No.
dumb
What's
coin
the
always
stun?
lands on
No,
Skull.
give me that.
And you'll just have to flip it over for me.
Not happening. I'm going for the jackpot here.
Earth and Wind, call in the spirits!
Go ahead and get that last one real quick. I'm just gonna try to do my level 2 because I want to see it real bad. I want to make sure I get max. Okay. And immediately get stunned. God, I hate this game. I hate it. We hate it, Precious.
Wandering Ghost! Earth and Wind, call in the spirits! Wandering Ghost! Earth and Wind, call in the spirits!
I mean, well, I'll do this all day.
Wandering
All
Ghost!
day.
Earth and Wind, call in the spirits!
There's a thing over here if you want it.
Yeah, let's do that. But, all right.
Oh, dang.
And I also gotta hope for a stun or a knockdown.
Oh, no! Well, I thought I was being Trixie's. Turns out I was just being smacked in the face. Let's go ahead and get you popped up as
yeah,
well.
I hate how the empty health bar is white. It's really hard to see. Oh. No! Why can't I go 3 seconds? No!
Earth and Wind, call in the spirits! Wandering Ghost!
Get away from me. I see you looking. You're hooked and you can't stop staring. All
Eat
right.
it! Die! Cross! Double hit! You're wide open!
No! No! I was still in here! I swear I was in the air! I was in the fucking air!
He's healing again.
So unfair!
No, it's not.
Y'all need a chill touch.
You know, it's weird. Like, it could have been Savid, Laphicet, and
You talk big,
like Eleanor.
but you're
or something.
struggling
Yeah,
even to protect
that's what I was
yourself.
saying. From the very beginning, it could have been 4v the dragon and 3v a Nominat. We have
If
a
you
person
apologize now,
that's
I'll
not
make
fighting
sure
the
it doesn't
dragon
hurt
right
when
now.
I devour you.
It's
No
tactical,
way I'm
is it?
apologizing.
Is
Not
it
to some
the?
jerk who doesn't understand how Velvet feels.
And you're saying that you do? She's my sister.
It's Maggie Lou standing in the back
I know
doing nothing.
everything, but I won't tell you.
So be it.
If I devour you, we'll be one again anyway. The compass.
Oh!
She isn't yours.
You punch him? Okay. It feels wrong for the Empyrean and Nominat to get
touched
punched.
me?
Velvet is velvet.
And you're just a fragment of me!
Guys, look out!
Oh, I was surprised he was about to take that.
No!
Oh shit!
Oh,
Dragon was like, shoot me? I'll shoot you,
So that
motherfucker!
was your strategy.
Hey, give us more warning! You almost roasted us alive!
You've really done it now. I'll turn you into a dragon. See who's laughing then!
Oh, didn't dodge that.
But Laphicet has a vessel anyways.
What's going on?
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We've seen other Molochs be turned into dragons even if
The
they had
malevolence
vessels.
burned away?
Laphicet's the
leaving.
better Nominat. Get fucked. Fake Laphicet. Form 8!
Magma Tower. 4-8.
They got away.
A silver flame.
Oh, there's Ifrid.
A
Wow,
strange
that
art
unrealistic
Moloch
body.
Did you
me.
forget that you have the power to digest malevolence? That thing may be a fragment, but it's still part of you.
But the dragon attacked me.
Fair.
If it hadn't disrupted my concentration like
How's it
that,
going, Kaiser?
I never would have let my fragment lay a finger on me.
So long as you learn
That's a
from your
lie.
mistake, such a ruse
That's a
won't
lie,
work
because
a
it wasn't the
second time.
dragon that
After
let
all,
him lay a
Malachim
finger on
are
you.
mere servants
It was
of
the
the
compass,
Imperials.
which
As
indicates
long
to
as we
me that
stay
there
wary,
is
they
Laphicet
pose
still
no
in there.
threat to
Right?
our
Because
Yeah,
why
but
would a
the-
Nominat
that
give a shit?
reaction.
Your
Right?
awakening is nearly complete. None within your domain can stand against you without the power of the 4 elemental Empyreans. And
We need
they
that power.
are fast asleep, far beneath the earth pulses.
I'm sensing a final
I'm
quest.
going after them.
No, not now. We need to make preparations for the ceremony of suppression.
We'll send this one after them instead.
A demon? Will he be reliable?
True, he can be hard to control. Even after he succumbed to demonhood, he withstood my illusions for 7 days and nights. Even now, he resists on an instinctual level. However, he used to be known
They're
as the
really-
most fearsome pirate in
really
all the
holding on to
seas.
the-
His
that
strength
this
is
is
equal to
Ifrid
any
reveal.
legate's.
They refer to
You,
like
capture the Therian Velvet. Do
Say his
whatever you
name.
have to, as long as you keep her alive.
Yeah.
Wait. First,
First, kill him. Kill Laphicet. Before my sister's eyes. He's the only thing keeping her from falling to despair. It's true. Demon or not, he still possesses an odd sort of pride. I'll have to relieve him of such a meaningless burden.
The fuck? What did you just do?
the Nominat's also a vampire.
Well, you know.
Well, that made for good training, at least. We fought an Armatus, an Empyrean, and a dragon. It's a miracle we're still alive.
It's all thanks to Fee.
He's still asleep. He must have used all his physical and mental strength.
You think?
Interesting though. Did
A
the
fire that burns away
Silva
malevolence.
die?
That's quite the talent he's
is
got
Silva
there.
dead?
Is it
Think so,
because he's part of Inominat?
Because we didn't
Sure
see a
could
corpse.
be. In one sense, that's
well,
a lucky
I mean,
break for
maybe-
us. But on the other hand...
Anyway, I lost
Be
that
closure
bet,
there,
and I was
but
so
they
sure
kinda
I was
just
gonna
ran
win
off.
too.
Right?
An awful lot of drama you're
means
making
the king
over
could end
100
that
gold.
be the last
Don't
of
you
it.
dare laugh off 100 gold!
Silva died.
One with no respect for gold will be by 20 lions mauled. Everyone knows that.
What the fuck?
Right.
No.
Anyway, what do we do next?
Nothing's changed. We seal Inominat away and kill Artorias. Even if Inominat has awakened, there must be a way to seal him back again.
Our best lead is still Grimoire's ancient book. We should meet up with Benwick and the others.
Are you sure you want to stay with us?
I don't know if it's the right choice or not. But I refuse to believe Lord Artorias is right. That sacrifices are inevitable bumps on the road to a better world. That's why I'll do what I believe is right, and fight him. Even if I'm wrong, I won't have any regrets.
In for a
Do
penny,
you
in
have
for a pound,
any idea
Eleanor.
how frustrating you are?
You're one to talk.
Eisen, get in touch with
He
Benwick
said that
and the
with a
others.
smile.
Yeah, she did not scowl
demon.
or grimace.
It had to have been.
Eisen?
I think we need a break more than anything. That was a long stretch of battle.
Seconded.
Is it the beach
Besides,
episode?
the boy and Zavid aren't waking up anytime soon.
Or the
Let's
hot
find a place
springs,
to
the
sleep for tonight.
bathhouse?
Eleanor,
Probably.
look after Laphicet.
Maybe you ought to carry him.
You gotta have a
He
I
did all
bathhouse.
this
knew
for
it.
you.
I knew it. I was like, it's
Please.
7:49.
Very well.
It is exactly 7:49.
Before we
You can at least
started,
carry the poor kid.
Casey
Damn, you're
ordered
cold.
food, and I
No,
went in there when
quite
I
the
was
opposite.
I'll be back in just a second. I went in there and I was like, "Hey, when's the food supposed to get here?" And she was like, "Between this time and this time." And I was like, "Okay,
I
I'm
swear to
gonna
God,
be
it's
streaming, so I'm not gonna hear anything or be able to pay attention." I love you. What is Tales without a hot spring episode? I would argue better Tales the vast majority of the time. I can't think of a single hot spring episodes in a Tales game that was like, this added to the game in a manner that could not have been changed.
Hot Springs, like, bit has never added anything. Are you?
That is not Dr. Pepper.
Uh-oh.
Unless it's Dr. Pepper with literally no... Memento getting food. Show and tell, Jay.
Oh, well, all right. I got a good one. I just showed you. So the monitor being, my screen being tiny is going to be a problem. But okay. So my sister, for my birthday, well, a lot of people for my birthday, for my gift like events, will get me retro games. That's what I like to get. So my sister, for my birthday, gave me this the Sega cartridge, but you'll notice that it is for Sonic Mania, and you may know that Sonic Mania is not a retro game. It came out a few years ago, and so I was curious about this, and I was like, wait a minute. So I grabbed the PCB, and it's actually a collector's edition. If you bought the physical game Sonic Mania, you get a Sonic ring for the collection. My sister thought it was a game, and she got it from a retro game store. She paid like $7 for it. If you go on eBay, these things are worth like $45. So, like, this was an excellent grab, and she just thought it was a real game. And I think the game store owner probably thought that too. But yeah. He might be eating, so I'll go get another one. It is also a Genesis game, and I will kind of like be vague about showing it to you, but this is a tennis game for the Sega Genesis, right? And the cool thing about this game, you can see it's a weirdly shaped cartridge, but there's a reason for it. You may or may not remember that the Sega Genesis, also like the SNES, had a multi-tap controller, or like a controller thing, but it wasn't as popular or well known. So this tennis game is 4 players, right? But like I said, the multi-tap for the Sega Genesis wasn't as abundant. So what did developers do to get around that? Player 3 and 4 are on the cartridge.
Wow!
Yeah. So like you plug in it not only is it the game, it's also a multi-tap itself. And
that's really cool.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, oh, I want these. But which is such a clever way to handle that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's very neat.
And like I said, this is Codemasters, and Codemasters often made a bunch of games that weren't licensed by either Nintendo or Sega or whatever. But yeah. And I don't know. I saw that and I'm like, I want this. I want that just for the story.
Yeah, that seems solid.
I'm glad you didn't win that bet, Magilou.
Sure, you're glad, but what witch would be happy at losing? And you pampered Velvet like crazy! It's your fault I lost.
Really? I don't remember doing anything.
If I gave you $100,
nope, wasn't us.
Shut up.
Staying out of it is just as bad. If you don't throw salt or sugar into an open wound, you're guilty of being too nice. I lost the bet because of you. You owe me.
In that case, let us get in on the action. Let's make another bet.
Oh, I'm listening.
I'll bet 10,000 gold that Velvet cracks.
Oh.
I'll make that same bet. 10,000.
Uh-huh. Hey, wait a minute! You both know that I'm the one who wants to bet that she cracks.
And you should have spoken up first.
We can call the whole thing off if you want.
No. What kind of gambler would I be if I back down now? I'm afraid I have to take that bet. I hereby bet 10,000 that Velvet doesn't crack. What's so funny?
For someone so stubborn, you can be surprisingly cute sometimes.
You're calling a witch cute?
And she's blushing.
Slander! You both owe me the money you bet as reparations!
Reparation? Oh, Expedition's back.
Take a look at this.
Show us your determination.
Kaiser,
Goodness.
do not encourage the girl.
Hey!
I'd
It took us this long to get an egg and rice omelet.
Yeah, no, that feels pretty early on. Like, why is Wonder Chef not in the series anymore? Why?
Scout
That's
ship
something-
setting sail.
I will look this up. Games with Wonder Chef.
Mythic egg and rice omelet. If someone is KO'd, they are revived with 20% of their HP. That's not bad.
No, that's great, actually.
You have a 10-hour video of Maggie Lou saying, "Look, a shooting star." Why?
Let's see. Fantasia,
Oh,
Eternius, Symphonia,
God, why?
Zendia, Berseria, Parts R, and Zelia 1 and 2.
What
No.
you should be looking up specifically, Jay, is why he's gone.
Yeah. Like, what happened? It's just appearances, though. Oh,
Flashbang.
So,
why
should
are
I
we
think
in
of you
the
as my sister?
armory room in
I'm
The
a Moloch
Matrix?
named Ceres.
I
I've inherited Celica's memories, that's all.
And that doesn't make you the same person?
What exactly defines a person's identity? I may have her body and her memories, but...
You're right. If your soul has changed, you're not the same person anymore.
Even if I were Celica, I don't have the right to be called your sister.
Shit.
I
How
followed
did I not know
Artorias'
this?
orders without question,
There's two
sacrificing
different
my
Wonder
own
Chefs.
flesh and blood.
Oh shit.
What
The
about
Wonder
me?
Chef, and then there's
I
the
devoured
Wonder
you.
Baker, which is
I have no
a
right
lady.
to condemn you for what you've done.
I think we did know that. I think we
There's
talked about
a
that in a
difference,
previous
Velvet.
game.
I wanted
I
you
think
to
someone
do it.
told that to us
Even
in a
had I
previous game.
survived,
Yeah,
I
Wonder
would have
Baker.
given myself to you before long. I wanted you to have my power, no matter the cost.
But why?
Right after the Advent, Celica's memories returned to me. It was then I understood what exactly it was
Thank you very
I
much,
had
Galactic
done.
Baron.
Hey.
Arthur, kind and caring, transformed into the cruel Artorias he is now.
Why did your memories return?
I don't know. I've heard that very rarely Malachim can regain the memories of their previous lives. Or perhaps this is my punishment for the pain I brought to you all.
Oh shit,
The
she
stronger
changed.
I feel my love for Arthur, the less I can forgive Artorias. My hatred of him has grown so deep,
interesting,
I'm not Celica
like,
anymore.
Direction
As
for the
Ceres,
scene with her
I can never
swapping
bring back
between
the
her
Arthur
human
that
and
I
Mog
loved.
form.
Yeah.
Neither do I have the power to defeat Artorias. But you can. You're a Therian. You fully absorbed my power.
No, even
You
if she
can
didn't
face
have the
the
mask,
shepherd.
I don't think I would have Her face looks
I
totally
know.
different from
I
her
will
human form.
stop
I would
him.
not have made that connection.
Forgive me,
Really
Velvet.
does. Yeah.
I've pushed everything onto you. My hatred, my determination. I wanted to apologize
Wonder
one
Chef
last
was in
time.
Arise? I don't
At
remember.
the end.
I'm glad I had a chance to know you. I'm glad that once I could be Laufey's sister. And Celica and Arthur's sister as well. I was happy.
Smiling Velvet. Very odd. Is that a purple head? Malevolence!
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, we already know she had malevolence, but it's the despair that's
Velvet.
important, right?
Should you
Hers
be up
was
so
hatred and despair.
Yeah, but...
soon? Stay back. It's finally come to this. But of course it
What?
did. After all, I chose my revenge
happens if
over
a
a world of
Therian
peace. I
Gets
can't complain if people call me
malevolent
the
and
Lord of
did-
Calamity.
I don't know. They've just always been like Therians devour
Velvet,
malevolence, so...
Whether you're human, demon, or Lord of Calamity, it doesn't change that you have beautiful hair.
I mean, it looked better. How have we
Laufey
not
said the
found
same thing to me
cosmetic
a
where
long
she can
time
have
ago.
that comb in her hair?
He gave me this comb.
Your heart, I can tell it aches.
Yes,
That's a good fucking question.
but even still, no. Because of that, I've made up my mind. I'm going to settle things with Artorias and Innominat, once and for all.
Yes.
It must be done.
That's
for
glad
my
that we have
sake,
decided on that.
and for the sake of
and
those
totally
I loved.
not any time before now.
Reminder, that collar is not
I
actually a
will
part
too.
of her real
Yeah.
outfit.
Without my compass,
Looks
But her
perfectly
real collar
natural.
I'll
is
place my
behind
hand
it.
on the wheel
Yes.
and chart my own course.
Or
I
choker.
will defeat Artorias. But if I kill Innominat, Laufey and me and the other Therians, they'll all...
Oopsie doodle.
A
The mitt
compass.
to the bit. Oh,
They
really?
fighting again?
Aizen, why the hell didn't you say something?
Calm down. You were passed out at the time, okay?
I'm going. I've got to stop him.
What's going on?
We got a message from the Von Eltia.
That's great. Is everyone okay?
Yeah, for now.
Huh?
While Benwick and the others were making their getaway, they got word that Eifried was spotted in Endgand. They said they're on their way to Lionel Island to meet him.
That has to be...
Yes, a trap. No doubt set by that horned demon, who may even
yes?
be Eifried himself.
Oh, okay. So,
Eifried
yeah,
is a
he's-
demon?
Are you serious?
I said may.
Let's head to Lionel Island. Whoever it is, it's a lead. Besides, we can't afford to lose the Von Eltia.
How will we get there? Zavid probably sailed off with the ship we came in on.
We'll steal one from the harbor. I may be a calamity, but I'm frugal.
Okay.
Why
Curse
don't we
it
just
all.
surf there on our
Prince
hoverboard?
Percival safely made it back to the capital. The
Hey!
Abbey used everything they had to rescue
Oh,
him.
remember
I
when we
heard he
threatened to
was
leave him
kidnapped by the
behind?
Lord of Calamity.
Well, not
So
just
if they got
threatened to leave
back,
him behind
that demon
in that
must be
fight.
Dead. Along
We
with
got
all of her
sucked
gang.
into the
That's what a
Earth
friend
Pulse
of
and he
mine
was
in the Royal
there.
Army told me anyway.
The Abbey's
That's-
propaganda at work again,
Oh,
I
yeah.
see.
We're
How to get
finally
out?
safe. Hurrah!
They took him.
Hold up. From what I hear,
He's
no one
now in
knows
their
if the
capture.
Lord of Calamity actually gave
Oh.
up the ghost. Her hideout got destroyed, but some say she managed to escape.
What makes them think she escaped?
Fishermen from Port Renede saw a fleet of Abbey ships near that island that's rumored to be a prison. Just a little bit later, they saw a pirate ship speeding away from the area where the Abbey ships were headed.
Well, that was definitely us. Guess it isn't that easy to hide the truth.
There was some talk a while ago about prisoners' bodies washing up on shore at Port Renede, so that story sounds plausible at least.
It does. And here I thought I was safe. So where did the Lord of Calamity go?
I couldn't tell who else
Abby,
was
get their
talking, and
act
I
together
realized
and
the
put that
woman was
monster
behind
down
that
already.
standing man.
Go ahead. Talk all you like.
Time to steal a boat. I'm still.
I saw an Abbey ship heading toward the Sea of
Just
No
a
Return.
reminder that we're
I wonder what
anti-heroes.
they're
Let's steal a
doing.
boat.
They've made that whole area off limits.
Right.
The guild got an order from the Abbey telling us to stay away.
They're being nice and careful, and taking precautions to keep the secret of Hexen Isle just that.
Yeah, but order or not, no one here is stupid enough to try to sail there.
It's said that compasses go dead, and monsters from the deep appear to swallow ships whole. Whatever the case, ships really have sailed there to never return. Everyone knows that the Sea of No Return is bad news.
Come to think of it, I heard a ship from some other town strayed into those
Why they call
waters
us that?
and got attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? You sure they didn't just get a bad case of the Corsair Scourge and dream up the whole thing?
Well, that was my reaction, but then again, the Abbey did tell everyone to stay away, so
You're
something
dismissive
must be
about
there.
monsters
Whatever
from
it
the
is,
deep
we'd
and,
all best
you
leave
know,
it be.
islands
Sea of
where
No
compasses
Return.
don't work
What a
and no one
poetic name.
returns
For
from,
the
but you're
Malachim
not,
taken there. That poem is a tragic
like,
one.
what?
Everywhere the Abbey sets foot ends up the
That's
same.
bullshit. Dragons are off limits, but monsters from the deep aren't. That missed tree.
The one that got away.
Go try to track it down.
The one that got away.
You just say it again to, like, reinforce the concept. It got away, Jeremy.
How about this one?
that
The hull looks
got
sturdy,
away.
and I don't see anyone aboard.
You're surprisingly into this.
Maybe you've got a criminal streak in you after all.
What? No,
What do you think, Eisen?
She'll do. Let's take her.
Surprisingly easy to just walk up and take a ship.
Yeah.
The game is like, no, you go nowhere else. Okay, then.
I guess we go here then.
Eisen, everything all right?
We're almost at Lionel Island, all thanks to this ship. She's got a good compass.
Yeah.
If only my inner compass held as steady. From the first moment I laid eyes upon that demon, I think I knew it was Ifrid. But some part of me refused to accept it.
That's because you're Ifrid's friend, don't you think? After all, he taught you that the Reaper's curse was part of you, part of your creed.
We were lost at sea once. 20 straight days we floated together, close to death. And all he says is, you sure know how to liven up an adventure.
He sounds like an incredible person.
You did the same thing for Velvet, you know.
Only because you taught me how, Eisen. Your wheel is yours to hold, right?
That's right. That's what it is to live by one's...
Look, it's Lionel Island.
Not good. The Von Eltia's already there.
Thank you for bearing with me while I scarf down food. I appreciate it.
And
everybody's dead!
Eleanor! What's going on?
Oh,
Not the
God,
not the
no,
children, though, of
no.
course.
Horn's demon attacked us out of nowhere!
They're breathing. Barely.
Zavid rushed here to save us. Had he not come when he did,
we'd all be dead.
This is all because I hesitated.
Where'd they go?
Zavid lured the beast away, towards the interior.
Let's go.
The beast.
I feel like I absolutely know where this is going to be. You know that one offshoot that had the big open spot that I was like, this looks like an arena, but there was nothing in there? I feel like that's definitely going to be it. Also, aren't you excited to be back in this dungeon again, Jay?
Yep.
The super long one with the fucking, like, elemental seals? It's gonna be so good. Okay, we have shortcuts unlocked now. Hey, let's fight one of these trees again.
I mean, it'll probably be fine.
I'll finish this now.
And like again, you just don't give them any quarter. Wow, that thing really went up into the air.
And went really far, too.
I'll cut down anyone in my way.
Crikey. What you just doing out here, buddy? Ooh. Mithril.
Mithril.
Oh my god, that's a lot of money.
That's a little bit of money for one pair of boots.
Be what it be. All our money goes bye-bye. See? That whale whisker is worth 13k.
That's a lot.
Got a little bit of money back. Alright, let's do this.
Not worth my time.
I've been slapped.
Oh! I didn't even tell you about a thing that I got. I need to show you this. You're gonna be so fucking jealous. You're gonna be actually a little mad.
A little mad?
So, every time you shop, right, like whether you sell stuff, buy stuff, blah, 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 your, I think actually it's just when you buy stuff. Anyway, ignore that. Your shop level goes up, right? And that's, that, like, it should be
like
in
our
most
turtle
games.
shop level is like 9 or something.
It's 10 now. And that is the shop level for all of the shops in the game. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. It gave me a belt upon hitting level 10. It rewarded me with a item. That one, the Helmet Schmidt sash. Look at the master skill.
8% chance not to lose souls during break soul.
So my right trigger.
Oh, so you can just stay in that longer.
Yeah, like
potentially.
I
8%.
potentially. But remember, when you have it equipped, the master skill is doubled, right?
Oh, so you can have it up to like
once you have it mastered and equipped, it's doubled. So that's a 16% chance to not lose a soul every time I right trigger,
which means you can keep going.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, that's great.
And also, like, look, it also has other break soul stuff, right? Like for the enhancements.
Power, break soul HP recovery. Yeah, and the random skills are fine.
Yeah, they're fine. But yeah, I'm actually quite excited about that. Anyways. fight this guy
I'll
again.
finish this quickly.
Yeah, it's a different one.
Don't know what you're talking about.
That's the same. Like a fighting game where it's like round two.
You're wide open!
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Oh, somebody did something. Ah, quartz boosts. 5% chance it has having SG costs. Enemies stun duration increased. Oh, nice. Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't remember fighting any of these little
finish
fuckers.
this quickly.
Pressure! No escape! Pull up! Pressure! No escape! This is the Reaper's power!
One down.
Pull up! Pressure! No escape!
Nothing can stop these fists.
Very nice. Can't believe you've done this to me again.
I'll finish this quickly.
Die! You're wide open! Form seated! Form 4! Pull up! Pressure! No escape! Deception! Form 2! Pull up! Eat it! Up! Shooting star! You're wide open!
Victory is ours.
Whoa! Ah, damn, I missed one.
I'll finish this now.
You know what? I'm not That's Stun City over there.
Don't be a wuss.
Does the person that never gets stunned.
I get stunned every once
Nothing
in a while.
can stop these fists.
Never gets stunned.
Happens on the occasion.
Is that demon really Ifried?
Eisen would know better than anyone, so I'd take it as a fact.
But I thought when people have a strong will like you and Kurogane, they don't lose themselves upon becoming a demon. From how Eisen talks about him, I'd say his strength of will should be considerable.
Even if you don't lose yourself, a demon is a demon. When you change, you're no longer human. I don't remember how I felt as a human, but I bet the human me would have thought I'm a real monster.
But would the old part of Ifried allow him to be so obedient to the Abbey?
No. He didn't seem to be following Melchior of his own free will. I imagine Melchior's illusory arts are at play.
Like what we saw at Loringen in a ball? Is that enough to control a demon?
They would seem so. But more importantly, someone with a psyche resilient enough to impress Eisen should be extraordinarily hard to turn into a demon.
So Melchior must be using a particularly nasty illusion, eh?
Ifried, Eisen, please be okay. We have to hurry. Zavid's all alone.
Well, he's not exactly an ally. He's got his own creed. Remember the White-Horned Dragon? He might try to protect Ifried.
So Eisen might too, right? This is Ifried we're talking about, so...
He's a demon now. He's not Eisen's old buddy anymore.
Even if we can't bring him back to being human, there has to be
Right?
something we can do to make
Like,
him
maybe we can just beat the shit out of him and snap
If
him out of
he's
it.
a demon, he'll never be himself again. He attacked Benwick and the rest of his crew. The old Ifried's gone.
So, what does Eisen plan to do?
I don't know.
It's kind of sad
That's
because
up to
we know
him.
that's not true.
Worst
right?
case,
We know
you might have
that
to fight him, too.
Ifrid is like
best you
Rogoro
prepare
and
yourself for that
is
possibility.
being
But
really forcefully controlled. So, really gonna suck if we do end up having to kill him. Also, it's gonna suck having to kill Ifrid anyways, when it's the first Tales game we get to actually see him, and then we're immediately like, no,
Right?
kill him!
Right? Yeah. No, that's that. I'm not super down with that.
And that's why there was a save point here. Ooh. Ooh, that's actually nice. Yep, I was correct. Fuck you, I want that soul.
time.
Eat it!
Roll thunder! Weapons all together!
Eat it! You're wide open!
Nice.
Another victory.
Ooh, quartz ribbon and poison. Alright. Quartz ribbon. 454. Damn it. Alright. Oh, look at that! It's a piece of gear with 3 random skills on it.
Wow. Hey, they do exist.
They do exist. Nice.
I imagine that trying to grind for like specific random skills is a nightmare in this game. Like, if you're min-maxing like super hard, you're like, I want these 3 specific things on this specific piece of gear. Like, yeah, there are definitely ways to make sure you get a specific piece of gear.
I bet it's not that hard, honestly. Oh.
Zavid, you all right?
Remember, his command is to kill Fee in front of us.
Fists.
Yep.
This is Ifrid.
Why didn't
Not
you
what I was
fight back?
expecting. This entire franchise.
Ifrid. She pulled me back from the brink.
Yes,
I
but
owe
that doesn't
him.
mean fight.
This
Don't
time,
fight back. It means
it's my turn to
subdue
bring
him,
back.
and then, like, people who
demon
are
can
always like,
never
I
be
can't
human
fight
again."
against my friend. Sure you can. Just don't kill them. Break their
So
leg.
what? That's supposed to make me change my creed? What do you think, Ifrid?
No.
Snatches the gun out of the air. Oh dang, he didn't.
Going after kids now? Benwick and your crew risked their lives by your side. Zavid's an idiot, but he stands by his beliefs. I won't let anyone trample their creeds.
Showing a lot of fucking power right now,
Even
just
you!
holding him back.
Like, no, he was. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I owe you everything, Ifrid. And now, it's time to pay it back!
Closure! Oh shit!
I was about to say, what are we looking at?
Weak to non-elemental. Gotcha.
Are you all right with this, Aizen?
I am. Let's settle this.
Easier said than done. He's a sturdy birdie.
Damn right he is. And that's why I've got to do this.
You're wide open! Eat it! Call in the spirit!
Crimson Servant!
Eat it!
Oh, he's arrow.
Eat it! Eat it! Up! Hold up! Earth and Wind, call in the spirits! Wandering Ghost! Eat it! Eat it! Up!
He has a lot of SG.
Earth and Wind, call in the spirits!
Yeah.
Wandering Ghost!
Still got it on
Eat
here.
it! Up! Eat it!
Here it comes! Take that!
See this?
Damn you.
Eat it! Up! Eat it! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try.
You really tried, didn't you?
I did not have enough hits before, and he lived with how much? Oh, not even enough to check.
Yep. Not even enough to check.
End of the road.
Oh, right. Command.
Fee!
Taking hostages now.
I'm
No.
sorry.
Pirate's
Just
not
forget about
against
me.
that.
I'm prepared for whatever happens.
Just what?
All right.
Shadow step.
You've grown. You're a man now. Family, friends, everything I ever tried to hold on to, all of it trickled away, fell from my grasp.
Coin's gonna come up heads.
But a certain idiot once
Yeah,
told me,
they set this
if you
up
can't
for a long
hold something in your hand, then make a fist and take it by force.
Or he's gonna throw the coin at him or something like that.
This fist will take everything back. Just like you told me to!
Oh, nice.
I know this fist. It's you. Sorry. Caused you a lot of trouble, didn't I?
Don't worry about it. We're friends, right?
Now I'm gonna kill you. And now he dies.
Ifrid!
That fucking sucks. Nope.
Oh.
Lavi says no.
We're Deus Ex Machina?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, cool. He's human again, so he can
demon
fucking
changed
die.
back
Right.
into a human?
Yep.
Because he's got a Rengoku-sized hole in his
In his
chest.
fucking chest.
Forget it. It's too late.
I'm sorry. If I only knew how to use my power.
Stop crying. Didn't you say you were prepared for anything?
Not
But-
this.
Eisen, you were searching for Ifrid for so long.
You're still as soft as you ever were. Boy, I'll let you in on little secrets. Your power comes from being part
Oh
of
yeah,
a
he's
Nominat.
heard the bad guys talking
Which
like this
means
entire time.
If you can seal off his domain, you actually got a chance
yeah,
of
that's
putting
an
up a
ouchie.
good fight.
Seal off his
Held back a
domain?
little bit, Eisen. Dear Lord Jesus.
4 elemental Empyreans
Well, I mean, you heard him.
Sleeping
There's
in
no
the
coming
earth
back
pulses.
from being a demon.
If
He's
you can
fully
rouse
committed.
them from their slumber.
Except there was.
He didn't know that. This
While
is
Artorias and Innominat are
hindsight,
occupied,
buddy.
they're getting
It's like the
ready for
scenario of killing your friend in the
ceremony
zombie
of
apocalypse
suppression.
right before
to find out
they
there's a
show the
cure.
cure.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ifrid.
I'm just sad I can't go with you. It sounds like a goddamn blast.
I like
I won't
Ifrid.
apologize.
You shouldn't. I'm grateful.
Did you
You always
punch
kept
with
things from
Alvin?
getting dull. If we ever meet again, let's raise some hell. Eisen.
Cool. So we got to experience the real
Yeah,
Ifrid
we will.
for a grand total of 2
See
minutes.
you, Ifrid.
Yep.
Decades of this franchise. Years of mention
I owe you
of
one,
Ifrid.
Zavid.
That's it. That's it right there. That's
Oh,
the
why
IOU.
you-
To bring him back. But you went and killed him. Next time I see you, we'll settle the score. Between me and your creed.
See you around, Zavid.
And thus, Zavid's impetus in Tales of Berseria.
Yep, there it is. And also, Rokaru learned 50 or more skills.
God damn. Bottomless Denor bottle. Ooh!
What?
An inexhaustible Denor bottle.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little
It's
to
a
get it
little
so
late,
late in the
like-
game. Also, we haven't really used
So,
our
we
Denor
need
bottles
to
the
wake the
majority of the
four
time.
elemental
Because they were
Empyreans?
limited.
But
Yeah.
how do we do it?
We've had
Dunno.
access to purchase
Maybe
them
you tickle
forever.
their divine footsies with a feather until they...
You're back!
And you're looking better.
And Magilu is now
Somehow.
dead.
But what happened to that demon?
Oh no.
We killed him. Benwick. He...
Let me tell him. The rest of you, find Grimoire and ask her about the 4 Empyreans.
Oh yeah, we're still looking
Eisen.
for the new
Are you sure?
Therian.
Do it. He gave us this chance. We can't waste it.
Okay.
4 Empyreans!
Hey, expedition. Oh, come on. That so close to another level.
Sometimes it do be that way.
Yeah. Yes, we're still missing the tree. Niall's tail didn't grow back at all. It's still completely missing.
It didn't.
Like,
That was utter bullshit.
it would have been really cool if at
Resurrect
this
the
point he had
elemental
grown it all the way back.
Empyreans.
Yeah.
True. If we do that, we might be able to suppress Innominat's domain.
It may even liberate the minds of the Malakim that Innominat has under his control.
I'm sure some will no longer obey their exorcists.
Good. We'll take a big bite out of their forces.
And
More
a big
importantly,
bite out of
Innominat will lose the ability to enhance the
their,
resonance of his
the Exorcist's
exorcists.
abilities
Most
to keep
exorcists
the
will
demon
no longer
menace
even be
at
able to
bay.
perceive Malakim at all, just like before. Of course, anyone as innately gifted as me is another story.
And
Will
they're
I
just basically telling the
become
setup
unable
of
to see Luffy
Berseria
said?
here, right?
We'll know
Like,
until we try.
because right now,
Eleanor,
everyone can see demons
then
and
let's give it a
everyone can see
shot.
Molochs.
I'll
But
accept whatever
when we
happens.
seal
But these
Innominat, that's
elemental
not going to be the case
Empyreans-
anymore.
Oh shit, the
They're
ending's
gods,
gonna be
right?
like
You sure it's okay to
people
disturb their
no
beauty
longer
sleep?
Do you
They
think
control the
like
4 elements. Waking them
Eleanor
is likely
won't
to
be
upset the
able to
balance of the
see
world quite a
Ifrit
bit.
or
I'll
Eisen
take that as a
anymore?
no then.
We
Well,
don't even know how to revive
disappears?
them. At worst.
It
If it's
like
anything
Magilu
like the
just
opening,
said,
then we
people
need to
with
offer a
strong
sacrifice
resonance
at the
will
Earth
still
House
be
of
able
Scarlet
to.
Night.
Well, which
We have
would
to
be
kill
pretty much
someone?
anybody
The act
in
of
our
killing
party
is
in
not
any,
essential
like,
to the
You
ceremony.
would assume,
All
anybody
that's
in the
needed is a soul
church,
free
like-
of malevolence.
If that's true, then doesn't Velvet already have a whole belly full of them?
The exorcists
That
I
fucking
devoured.
smirk.
It's perfect. You're a Therian. You're capable of releasing the power you absorb. The souls of the high-ranking exorcists you ate should do nicely. Use Oscar and Teresa's souls to resurrect the Empyreans?
It's worth
Oh
a try
yeah,
at least.
I like this. Yeah, yeah.
When's the
I'm
next
down.
Scarlet Night? 3 years after the Advent. In other words, soon.
Dun dun dun.
Do we have enough time? The 4 Empyreans are asleep in different places, right?
Correct. 4 Earth pulses
Are we
for
gonna have to
4
split the party?
Empyreans. But if you use a life pool, you may be able to awaken all 4 at the same time.
What the fuck is that?
A life pool?
Earth pulses normally flow horizontally, but in exceptionally rare cases, they can flow vertically. This causes energy to collect at the Earth pulse's base, forming a life pool. Though sometimes the energy flows the other way, upward, into what's called a life spring.
Oh, so if we make use of one of these life pools, a single sacrifice could reach all 4 Empyreans.
Where are they? There's a life pool in the northern reaches of Midgand, but I heard a large temple was built over it recently.
Because
That's the Empyrean's throne!
That's the
We can't
Empyrean's
go
throne.
there, it's Inominat's home base!
Ah, most unfortunate.
Couldn't we use a life spring? It all connects to the same place, right? We'll have to go against its flow, but...
We'll force the soul right down its throat.
Where's the nearest life spring?
All right. And
Our
back
best
to the
bet
edge.
would be Mount Killerhouse.
Eisen?
I'm fine. What's done is done.
Killerhouse? That's the volcano on the northernmost tip of
I'm sad they
Northgand.
didn't do
But
the
it's a
head
hellscape
sting.
of ice and lava.
Naturally. Killerhouse is the most powerful life spring there is.
So, in short, we shove the souls of the exorcists into the molten core of that volcano.
That should awaken the 4 elemental Empyreans. Together, they will seal off Inominat's domain. It's just a theory.
Rokuro
but
looking real excited
one I'll
about
put
the
my
human
money on.
sacrifice aspect
Me
of
too.
this.
Then we're off to Northgand. Mount Killerhouse is north of Helavis.
Alrighty then.
Okie dokie. How's the stream doing? Any lost frames?
That seems fun.
Good, good, good.
Alright, Benwick. You hate us now?
Well, us. It would be Eisen.
Yeah, we
The ship's ready to
facilitated it.
sail. Where are you headed?
We don't have a
Oh,
problem.
well, he seems to be over
If you've
Ifrit's
got a
death pretty
grudge, we
quick.
can settle it here and now.
Huh? Why would we have a grudge against you guys? The first mate fought like the first mate. The captain died like the captain, right?
I suppose.
Then no swabby here can blame you for what happened. We're Ifrit's pirates, and don't forget it. We're not so pathetic that we need pity from some lord of calamity.
All right. The ship's in your hands.
Aye aye. You can count on us.
And that's that.
The Von Eltia looks the same as ever. But it feels utterly different, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been sailing
Benwick
for a
looked like
while
he'd been
without
crying.
Ifrit on
I can
board.
imagine. But if we
Yeah,
let
but they'd
ourselves
always had
despair
that
now,
kinda,
we'd be
like,
a disgrace
hope,
to Ifrit's crew.
right?
Yeah.
We have to swallow our anger and grief and sail on.
Right. Following a creed isn't always pleasant. We must do what we must.
I won't allow the Abbey to do things like this.
Destroying someone like that. Turning them into a puppet. It's unconscionable.
Still, a heart
Yeah,
can never
she's
be
still
fully
kinda
bridled.
shaky on-
It can be shattered, but never erased entirely.
Ifrit
She's
proved
not
that.
shaky on fighting the Abbey.
His
She's
body
shaky
is
on
gone,
whether or not what
he lives
we're
on through
doing
his
is the
crew.
right thing.
Magilu is right.
That's what she said.
What
Like in
lives
the
in one's
last
heart can
big, her
never be
big
erased.
conversation, she was like, "I don't know if you guys are right,
heart is eternal.
but I know I am not gonna let Artorias do what he wants to do."
Yeah.
So, I think that's as
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
as
That's good.
straight a shot as we're gonna get out of Eleanor.
Eleanor, yeah.
Because, I mean, again, she's not wrong, right? Like, we are sowing strife and
Well,
causing misery
yeah.
where we go. Damn, it's real got this lockdown concept right now.
Yeah, it's like, no, you're doing the thing.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
still
mean, it's crazy, right? Because
see.
you think about like
Orichalcum
One
or
Piece,
not, Storm
and Luffy's
Quill
like
snapped
all
like a
hanging off the
twig.
figurehead and stuff, and I'm like, bro,
I'm
if you
afraid
fall
so.
in, you're dead.
It was Inominat who did it. But I think Shigure could have done the same.
So hardness alone isn't enough.
Rokaru, my eyes are up. Oh no.
Forgive me. I thought I had found clarity, but it was only foolish pride.
You should be proud. You are, without a doubt, the greatest swordsmith in the world. I'm looking forward to your next blade.
Even now, you would still place your trust in me.
I don't understand why he's
Of
not
course.
mad at Rokaru.
Is there
for
any
breaking
other
the
swordsmith who
Orichalcum
could
sword.
craft a blade out of Orichalcum?
Technically, Rokaru didn't
You're
break
a
it.
master of your
Inominat
art.
did.
A visionary who spent centuries working to forge a blade of
You
legend.
look sleepy
I'm honored to know you.
and sneezy.
I don't know what to say.
Unless, of course, you've given up on making a sword to surpass Stormhowl.
Boy.
Does this look like the face of a man who's given up?
No.
Not in the least.
It doesn't look like a face at all. I like how he tried to put his hand on the back of his non-existent head.
Right.
We're making good time.
The only problem is that ceremony that Artorius was going on about. We don't know how long it'll take.
Ifrid said they called it the Ceremony of Suppression. Most likely, it's how Inominat plans to release his power.
Most likely. He hasn't absorbed Laphicet in your despair, so Inominat should still be incomplete. But if his powers fully awaken...
Humanity will be robbed of their free will.
I can hear them celebrating now. The uglinesses of the human soul are suppressed. And the world is free of malevolence! Hurrah! Hurrah!
Robbing humanity of its will. They'll be like I once was.
That's the idea.
Something's coming!
Uh-oh. Ooh, cutscene.
Uh-oh.
Actual cutscene.
We've gone Animu.
That burb's about to get overshadowed by something very big.
Is that Percival's hawk?
Oh, maybe. Oh, shit. Suppression! Suppression!
Suppression.
Oh, shit.
How joyous the world has become.
Oh! I do have to like the orderly lines. That's pretty nice.
Hey, please, guys, let's not fight!
The silence.
That's a little disturbing. Are we gonna lose our fucking crew?
Well, I'm assuming like Benwick, yeah, and the crew.
I mean, most of the crew are just human.
This is a domain?
Inominat's domain.
Their wills have been stolen.
It's not been fully sealed away yet. Rokaru, give him a good smacking. Wake him up!
On it.
Huh?
Aizen!
Got it. We'll put in at the nearest harbor. To Port Zexin!
Well, good thing we were going there.
You can literally punch the will back into people.
Well, you know. Smack them around a little bit.
I feel like some jerk played tug of war with my brain.
After all, he's not fully complete yet.
Dig
like,
up some spirit.
Inominat's not
They're
fully
trying
awakened
to strip
yet.
away your will.
Oh
Look, it's that merchant. You're all right.
No, he's not.
I do not deserve to be all right. I used people.
He's gonna go drown
Stepped
himself.
on them just to make a profit.
Yeah, he's at that speed.
I even aided wanted criminals so that I could expand my business.
He's gonna go walk off the fucking pier,
My
y'all.
soul is black
Someone
with
grab him.
ugliness and can never be forgiven.
No, wait! Stop!
The world needs to be purified of
Come on,
malevolence.
you've got more
I don't
strength than you
belong
than
here.
that.
I have to die. I have to die. I have to die.
No, it's not right!
I was also, is someone else gonna help? Like,
Yep, you gotta punch the will into him.
You can die if you want, but saying
can
you
die
have
if you
to
want
die
to.
is a good way to make my blood boil.
You can throw your life away.
Those awakened to their own malevolence seek to end their lives. Welcome to Artorias' uncompromising world of reason.
there's gotta be like
First they steal
thousands
humanity's
committing
rudder,
suicide
and
across
now
the
they
world
wanna
right
say
now.
who lives and who dies?
We should find out what's happening here, unless you'd rather not see.
You're right. I wouldn't. But I won't hide from the truth any longer.
Those frameless glasses have
Before
just
anything
truly
else,
become a part of
we'll
her
need
now.
to
Like,
confirm
honestly,
just how
imagine her
far
without
his
Legitimately.
power reaches. Let's head to Logris.
Suppress ideal.
So this is the result of their ceremony of suppression.
Seems that way. They've brought their peace to mankind.
Well, this was somewhat unexpected.
I was a fool for trying to sell commemorative chalices to the people visiting the Empyrean's throne. Happiness can't be bought with ill-gotten gains made through deception. In an effort to change my malevolent ways, I sold my shop and entered the holy priesthood. Rather than pursue my own greed, I've chosen to dedicate my life to bringing the sacred teachings to all.
Wow, look how shiny and pure he is. So this is what happens when Inominat suppresses all of someone's sins and desires.
How nauseating.
At most, it's
And
been a
this is
few
the kind of world
hours
they're
since
trying
this
to
happened.
create.
And you already sold your shop and entered the priesthood?
That's impressive.
Damn!
That's genuinely impressive. Like,
Maybe we should leave everyone like this. That's some fucking motivation to get shit done.
yeah. Like, if we're talking about, like this kind of turnaround,
holy fuck!
We're probably gonna have the cure for cancer next week.
Hey, you're Kakiku's menagerie.
Ooh, close. It's Magilu's menagerie.
I apologize for always demanding that you entertain me, despite my inability to even remember your name correctly. I'm also sorry to you, miss, for always insisting you do that tedious little bird impression of yours. I feel so bad I could just punch myself. Nay, I must.
I'm not sure if I'm more angry or confused.
It is wrong to seek pleasure from viewing petty tricks and pointless entertainment. Honest hard work alone is right. Someone such as I, who was unable to live in accordance to the simplest of truths, should disappear from this earth. Please, use that special trick you told me of. Make me disappear forever.
That's so fucking over the top.
If this is the baseline for killing yourself, it's not thousands.
It's, yeah, everyone's dead.
Hundreds of thousands.
Right? Like, enjoying entertainment?
Inominat suppression.
Oof.
Is this the ideal world the
Just
Abbey
like
envisions?
lemmings off a cliff.
There's no life in anyone's eyes! This isn't a fun place at all!
It's not just people's minds being shackled. They're being forced to die, too. It's terrible.
Yeah, that was somewhat
Why would
unexpected.
dying be
I
part of
I
anyone's
assumed
ideal
everyone was just
world?
gonna be like,
Even under such strict control,
They-
new
like,
sins can
if they
still
were
rise to the
bad
surface.
or malevolent or
If that
evil or
happens,
sinful, they
it's
just
better to end the life
stop
of the
doing
sinner.
those
yeah,
things.
just suddenly
Melchior
stop.
came to the same logical conclusion.
Not be
What
like,
utter
oh,
rubbish.
better off myself.
I need to.
We need to get to
you know,
Logris.
Make amends.
I feel like I need to put like a warning suicide tag in here. Like, damn.
How far will Innominat's power spread? When his
Except for the
domain
S word.
expanded, I felt a faraway power suddenly come closer.
See what it be.
It was enough to blot out the whole sky. I'm sure it's covered other towns too.
His domain is certainly extended to at least the entire populace of this country. Otherwise, what would be the point?
That means what happened at Port Zexon is happening everywhere.
Everyone is either a puppet or
dead by their own hands.
Innominat created this ideal hell in a single moment. That's
You
the
mean
power we're
unalive,
up against.
is what you're supposed
So
to
we
say.
few are standing against a truly
That's the
monumental force.
Stupidest
this
thing,
is your
by the
last
way.
chance to turn
I'm
back.
sorry.
Turn back to what exactly?
I
Forward or
accept
back, we're headed
altering
into hell
verbiage
either
and,
way.
and word
At least
usage
this
and
way,
stuff like
I'll
that,
have
but
my own
at a
free
certain
will.
point,
I'd prefer a living damnation to that
a
oblivion.
specific word
Oh, don't
is
come
just a
crying to me
specific
later.
word.
Let's move along then.
Yes.
Suicide doesn't have an inherently negative connotation. It is an inherently negative, or like the word suicide, right? Like it is, it is not a
it's
bad
the same
word.
thing. I mean, can't say the R word either, and I meant the 4-letter word of unconsensual intercourse. Can't say that word either.
I mean, here's the thing.
Which is a terrible action. Just
yes. I understand the concept of not bandying those words around, right? Like, I wouldn't want to use words like that. I'm intentionally trying not to now, right? In
That's why I brought
regular
it up.
conversation, but in a scenario where the topic of this movie or this video or this game or whatever, this is what's happening in this situation. It's like talking about it scientifically. Like, they don't, in the scientific community, they're not saying, these are the statistics of people unaliving themselves. Right? Like,
or the defendant was found guilty of unconsensually having intercourse with the victim.
yeah. So, like I, on one hand, I do understand the concept of, oh, we have to go to Logris. I do understand the concept of being wary of casual word usage, because for the wrong person, hearing the wrong words is gonna fuck them up. And I get that 100%. That is not in any way, shape, form, or fashion a scenario, which is, I would expect a person who would have that response to something like this would immediately be like, oh, I'm out of the stream for now. Y'all let me know when it's not unaliving anymore, right? I get that. That makes perfect sense to me. There's nothing wrong with that. That is perfectly valid, right? But the idea that I can't say the word suicide when that's what's happening in the game is silly.
Yeah.
Right? And if that costs me anything,
it costs you exposure on YouTube algorithm.
Whatever.
Because that's what it is. It's like the auto detection of that shit will throw you into the.
We must
the
accept
pit
that
of-
we all grow old.
The silliness of it, though, is I don't think most people, even people who have that reaction, are having that reaction, right? Like, I don't think people who have experienced those things and have negative reactions towards that situation, the vast majority of them aren't like, oh, I can't believe you said suicide on your stream when people are killing themselves in the video game, right? I can't believe you said that. How could you, right? Most people are like, oh, yeah, that makes sense, right? It's more of a situation of like, why are you joking about this thing? That's not a cool thing to joke about, right? Like,
it's just like I feel that there is way too much of a restriction
Pets consume
on
precious
just
resources
words in general
and grant no
The
tangible
thing is,
benefit
like,
to society. That's why I say we should throw them all back
comply
outside.
because
It's
I
only
want
right.
to like
I threw away
be
my
a team
friend's
player
entire
and want
pet
to be a
beetle
better
collection.
person.
They have
And
been
like
purged.
if you can't say
This
certain
is all
things,
for the new order.
I would like to, even
I wanna
if
keep my
you want to
Rhino
just claim it's like
Stavros.
virtue signaling or something, I don't mind virtue signaling if, like, I'm trying to present myself as being, you know, on the side of better people, right?
Well, in that case, it's not virtue signaling, like, right? Like, the whole
Right.
concept of virtue signaling is that you don't mean it, you're just doing it.
Yeah,
right?
no,
Like,
that's right.
although I guess there's kind of like a thin line there, because you are of the opinion of, like, I think this is not silly, right? But I don't think this is correct. I think words should be able to be used appropriately. But I am still going to try to do the thing that people would prefer, because I would rather they be comfortable than me be able to use this word. Again, right? Like, that's not virtue signaling. That's, you know.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. But, like, I don't think that... I think a lot of the words that are, like, forbidden, or you shouldn't say, I don't think... I can't give examples.
I think the majority of people would agree with you. And when I say the majority of people, I want to clarify, I'm not talking about conservatives agree with you, them liberal snowflake cucks. No, right? Like, I know you're saying that it isn't, but in a lot of situations it does align in that scenario, right?
I mean, left people are more inclined to, like,
the thing is the vast
whatever.
majority of people, whether they are left or right or center or anything, right? Like, I think also agree that you should use, again, I'm going to say suicide here because I think it is an appropriate topic for this moment in the game, so I do not feel bad saying the word. I think most people would be like, yes, you should be able to use that word in this situation, right?
Yeah.
It's people who have very strong opinions that want other people to conform themselves to those opinions that scream about it and make it an issue.
Right.
Versus, and I want to clarify here, because it should be discussed, and those people have a right to be at the table discussing it and saying, hey, I wish we could move away from using this type of terminology in casual conversation because it's triggering, right? And that makes perfect sense. But to kind of like whitewash, use a word, right? Like to whitewash the concept and be like, we're never going to say this because of this. We're going to say this other thing. It means the same thing.
Yeah, it's not... Yeah, it means the same thing.
Right? Like
it's a lateral movement.
All you are doing is, if everyone in the world stopped saying, again, gonna say suicide because of the topic of conversation, the specificity of what's happening in the game, right? If everyone in the world stopped saying suicide right now and started saying unalived, right? 20 years from now, you're going to have a new crop of children who are turning into adults, who are exploring the world and becoming vocal,
unalive.
and there are going to be parts of their population that are going to be like, hey, I don't like that you're saying that word, it means this to me. So the issue isn't picking sometimes the issue is picking the appropriate word, because it depends. It's all context, right? It's all context and who's at the table. Actually, I was just rewatching a bunch of CGP Grey videos, right? Or CCP Grey or whatever, right? And there's a good one in there that makes a very prescient point, and it's the word Indian versus the word Native American.
Native American,
right?
Yeah.
And the posited concept that visiting reserves, talking to the population of Native Americans, right, using one piece of terminology, that most of them use the word Indian for themselves in their day-to-day lives. And that the further away you get from reservations, the more likely you are to have people that are like, oh, you can't say the word Indian, you have to say Native American, right? Whereas the people themselves more frequently utilize that terminology for themselves. It's the same thing with things like gay, queer, etc., right? Like with different generations tending to have a preference for different terminology. But the issue at the end of the day is that it's going to continue to change. Decade after decade, over and over and over again, people are always going to, the next generation is always going to have this scenario of like, this is the word that was used a lot when I was at this time period in my life. I don't like this word because it was used with these negative connotations. Right. Whereas other people will be like, I fought 20 years to be called this word instead of this other word. Neither of those people are wrong.
Language is weird.
Language is weird. What is... The issue is... One of the issues, there's so many issues. One of the issues is that the inherent core of that problem isn't the word itself. The inherent core of that problem is the intended usage of that word, right? So that goes back to, again,
right.
the...
Right.
No. What?
Okay, go ahead.
Let me finish.
Yeah. Go.
I feel like you're trying to get me to play the game again.
No.
You got me on a rant, Jay. You gotta let me rant.
Yeah. Go.
Finishing it up, right? Like this is the little prescient piece, right? This is the concept of going back to suicide, right? Because this is the topic. This is what's in the game. The issue isn't just the word suicide, right? The issue is the experience that people who have an issue with that word have had and now assign to the word itself, right? So what we as a people need to do is we need to stop creating those problems with words.
But like, I mean, here's the thing, all right? Devil's advocate, right?
Sure.
People
not a devil's
are
advocate.
always going to draw
It was the height of foolishness for a
negative
low-born person like me to hold on to
connotations
romantic
to
fantasies about Prince Percival.
any word,
I
right?
should seek
Like,
a male companion
let's say,
suitable
someone
to
has
my
a
social
problem with suicide
status
because
and live a
somebody
life
close
free
to them
of
killed
pointless
themselves, right?
desire and
Sure.
pride.
Well,
form,
what if,
beauty, appearance,
you know,
all are superfluous.
a family member
Reason
that you
dictates
love,
that I seek a
be it
biological
your
partner
mother, father,
who lets me live my
spouse,
life with
child,
greater
right?
efficiency.
Well, what she's saying isn't
died,
technically
right?
wrong.
And it is a triggering
Really-
word for you
really
for you to
creeps me
say
out.
son because I lost my son, right? Like you like where's the line? What
the line?
makes a word unable to be said, right? Because the trigger is it upsets me to hear that word, right? And that's, you know, like you can't just I don't know if you can just blanket be like this word's not okay anymore.
The line is, and this is opinion, right? Like this is opinion. The line is, what's the phrase? The right for you to swing your fist ends at my face. Like the line is as soon as your right exercises, right, overrides someone else's right, that's where the line is, right? So the concept of a person who, again, to use your example, loses their son, and so now every time they hear the word son, they are triggered with those memories. Then that is on that person, right, to go to the people around them and say, hey, if we can avoid it, it'd be great if you not say this word or talk about these things because they remind me of this very painful thing, right?
Right.
But that person doesn't have the right to go to the whole fucking world and say, no one gets to say this fucking word anymore because it triggers me. Right?
Right.
Like, there's
right,
a incredibly different scenario. Part of the onus...
What you're presenting is a personal 1v1 situation, and we're not talking about a 1v1 situation.
That's what I'm saying.
We're talking about the word suicide.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about, right? Like, so a person, again, to take that example that you said with Sun, right? Like, a person who has experienced suicide, and that's a very triggering thing for them. They go, what should they do? They should go to the people in their life and be like, hey, this is a very triggering thing for me. Can we not talk about it or use this word? Great, fantastic. And then they just have to deal with it in the rest of their life, right? Because, first of all, that's not something that everyone should just be dropping all the time anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And also, again, like I said previously, that's something that people shouldn't joke about, right?
I mean, yeah.
And that's it. If you encounter the word in the wild, that sucks. That's unfortunate. But that is also on you to accept, deal with your grief, manage it, and understand that that is a thing that you are going to have to deal with, right? Period. Yeah. And as you continue through your life, as you meet new people and new people become a part of your life, you have that conversation until you no longer have to have that conversation because it doesn't trigger you in the same way, or until you die, right? Period. End of discussion, right? Like, that's the scenario, is there is a certain point when the onus is on the person experiencing the thing rather than the people around them. Or the people in the fucking world. Right?
Right. All right. Another example, because that was a very specific one. Here's one that's a little bit more... Also, give me back, Eisen. One that I struggle... And here's the thing. Whenever I'm mentioning one of these, I'm saying that I might not understand it, but I don't have to understand it.
Yeah, you and I are talking about this. Yeah. I think we should specify from a very... You and I are both extremely liberal individuals. Yeah. I want everyone to be happy and peaceful and healthy.
Everyone deserves to be happy.
And everyone deserves to be respected and feel understood.
Basic human rights.
I do not feel like the vast majority of people, right? The words that I'm saying would make them angry. There are going to be some, and I do apologize for that. That's not my intention. I think my words are directed at people who they want the world to conform to them.
Right. But like, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I was going to say my inability to understand why somebody doesn't like something being said or being referred to a certain way or claim to be a certain gender. It does not matter that I don't understand it.
Doesn't override. And I will abide by it as best I can.
Right. Absolutely. Like that.
I say.
Like, your inability to comprehend it does not invalidate that thing for that person, right?
Not at all.
But like, one of the things that I have trouble, like, every now and then something comes up, and like referring to like a virgin playthrough of a video game.
Blind.
Yeah, it's just not like that one. I don't understand.
And right? I will say, I have spoken to blind people, and I have read comments from blind people who are like, "What the fuck, yo? I don't give two shits."
Well, I mean, like, you can see,
right? Like, it's a situation where it's like, well, where they're trying to clearly point out, we do not care that the terminology you're using is a blind playthrough. Yeah, that makes sense. But it's people who scream about something that get the attention. And again, those people screaming about something are not invalid in their opinions or feelings, but I do think that a lot of times they are handling those incorrectly. It shouldn't... Again, you should talk to your inner circles, the people around you, and you should try to ask them to be like, hey, it would be great if you not say these things because it makes me feel a certain way. Fantastic. I've had that with you guys. I've had conversations with you guys in the past with my circle of friends where I'm like, hey, can we take this type of stuff down a notch because I think it sets a negative connotation and I think it's toxic, right? And it's taken a while, but...
Is our expedition returned?
Ooh, it has. But yeah, absolutely. It's a situation where it's like, it's
Take
on
a look
the
at this.
person to do what they can in their circle, right? And then grow and accept
Don't come
and
back empty-handed.
handle their reactions to the rest of the world around them. The concept that we are going to completely, like... Segue.
Mm-hmm.
Side piece.
That's not what that means. Sorry.
Sidebar. Wait, Jay, we're talking about words. You can't say that. You can't tell me that's not what that means.
Scout.
Devil's advocating my own self, or like objectioning my own self, right, in the scenario, and saying, so what's the fucking difference between something like this and a slur, right? Like, why is it okay to try to force people to not use slurs versus not use less inclusive language, right? And the difference is one's a fucking slur. Right. One has the direct intention of belittling another person, right?
Yeah, I guess that is like a glaring issue. It's like, is one meant to hurt, or is it just lexicon?
But if I am talking about the suicide rates in 2022 in the state of Texas, right? That's not intended to slur or harm or hurt anyone, right? That is talking about actual stuff. Versus, you work with someone, that someone knows your husband, mother, son committed suicide, right? And that person makes it a point to joke about suicide around you.
That's a dick. That's a dick move.
That is in the same kind of connotation as a slur, right? Like, that is intentionally malicious and harmful, right? That's it, right? Like, that's the line.
Also, like, things
Fountains
that
are
not
purely
to be said
decorative
that aren't
and serve no
intended
purpose
be
to the collective
malicious,
good of mankind.
like a blind playthrough.
They must be
That's not
purged.
malicious.
Not just the fountains.
It's not.
That's
The
just
streets and houses are
bringing
filled
up a
with
disability.
unnecessary
And again, like I said, the vast majority of people aren't saying,
It is a lie
or
that
I
breeds
say the
only
vast majority,
envy
the
and
people
war.
that I have
All
spoken to
vanity
and
must
read
be
comments
purged.
from
Yes.
do not give a shit
We
about the
cannot let
concept
ourselves be ruled
of
by
a person calling it a
desire.
blind playthrough.
We must
right?
control ourselves and lead lives of purity.
If they keep abandoning
And
desire
like,
after
there-
desire,
there's other
eventually they'll
words
abandon
that I
even their
definitely,
desire to
like,
live.
struggle with,
Oh, yeah,
but,
there's
like,
plenty.
Again, for
And-
the sake of being a team player, I will conform.
Like you, again, I've said all this stuff, but like you, I still generally will avoid using words that I know are issues for people, just because it doesn't really cost me much. I do have issues with it because I am really big into language, right? I like words. There was a time period where I really wanted to be a linguist, right? Like, there were several different career paths that I was very interested in on that kind of, like, front. And it hurts a little to see certain words get ostracized without having the purely negative kind of like connotation of a slur, right? Because I'm fully okay with certain words that are like, yeah, no, that is nothing but harmful. Absolutely, let's get rid of it, right? Like, cool, let's go. Versus words like what we've been discussing tonight, where I'm like, that sucks that is what you have experienced, and now that I know it, I'll try to not use that around you, because I want you to be okay. But I don't want to not be able to...
I think we're on the exact
same page.
Like,
yes, absolutely. And and I think the vast majority of the world is on the exact same page too.
Maybe it's the vocal minority that's.
It is. I do not think that is. It's the vocal minority, and then it's also, I think, a lot of people like you and I who are like, okay, well, I don't have anything against that vocal minority, and if it hurts them but doesn't hurt me, then sure, I'll do my best not to hurt them, right? And that creates a much larger, like, grouping, because you have this amount of people, right, that are like, meow about a thing, and then you have these other people that are like, okay, cool, I'll do my best, right? But I think what I'm trying to say throughout all of this conversation is that my issue with treating words like that is that it doesn't fix the root problem. The root problem is why you have a negative reaction to that word in that way, and what we can do to stop that in the future and help people who are currently experiencing it right now, right?
I knew it.
Because
I said
just
all along that
changing a
taverns are
word-
dens of evil. Now there is no
I
one
don't
left
think
who desires that demon drink.
it really works for
clouds
most
man's
people.
judgment
Like-
and causes good people to fall into corruption and sin. It should never have existed. Taverns shall now only live on in history books.
No fucking taverns.
I've always opposed the sale of nectar and intoxicating drinks. From now on, those places once known as taverns should be used to distribute food equally to all.
Flavor is irrelevant. It is enough for food to fill the stomach and contain the nutrients necessary for survival.
Jesus. That sounds
food
like how
is
you
not
get
something
Soylent
that should be
Green.
enjoyed.
But eating is part of being alive. If you can't enjoy your food, how can you enjoy your life? I don't want to live like that.
Laphicet just made a great argument to our conversation because he had an opinion that was different than other people's opinions. You got me so fucking triggered, Jay. God damn it.
Oh, well, yeah. Look, we all have our like things to get people going on something.
Word usage is a big thing for me, right? Like, again, I don't go around just bandying words that I think people are going to have a reaction to or are going to hurt people, right? But I also think that the concept that we need to go from saying suicide to unalive is silly. It is.
I mean,
I don't mean that to a specific person, right? I understand why that would be an option for you, but I think as an overall whole, that doesn't fix the problem, and you're just pushing that into a different direction, right?
Yeah, it's crazy because I watch a lot of YouTube channels that are like either news based, either about political or video games or media or whatever, right? I have my own like circle of things I watch, right? And all of them, including like Phil DeFranco or whatever, will actually
Isn't there anyone here who still has
censor
free
the
thought?
word suicide off of like articles.
I hope so. There has to be.
That they're just presenting on screen, and when those words come up, they just don't say them or say the unalive or
Yeah.
That was a child.
And I'm just like, why are we doing this?
Mommy! I'm scared!
She has her will.
Don't show any feelings, dear.
That's fucking. That's Tabitha, who runs the Bloodwing butterflies.
Yeah.
And that's Percival.
Why are like enemies
Prince
from
Percival!
from
Tabitha!
SMT
You're
here?
still you!
Uh-oh.
Bayonetta.
It's fight time.
Oh, it is fight time.
In the capital?
No, they're Malachim.
They're enforcing Inominat's will.
And they like localize suppression.
They're manual suppression.
They're just gonna unalive people.
Yes. See, that's the thing. Unalive there did not mean suicide. That meant murder.
No, it meant- well, I mean, the full term is unalive themselves. You know,
Oh, well.
like,
My scenario is, and I'm sure it's gonna be different for different people, but I guarantee you that there are people who it's just gonna be triggering to them regardless of what terminology you use, right? Like, some people, yes, are going to see a word or hear a word and be like, oh, that fucked me up because of this. And they might be less fucked up when they hear a different word used for it. But I would assume that there's plenty of people out there that are still going to get just as fucked up over the concept of, you're talking about this at all, I don't want to hear about it, right?
Right.
You know, like, people aren't inherently stupid.
Tabitha, your mind's still your
If
own?
you're saying unalive
Yes,
versus
somehow.
or unalive themselves versus
Prince
suicide,
Percival
they're
and that
still gonna
girl.
know that's what you're talking about.
Looks like those Malachim took them away somewhere.
That's, again, not to say that
prince
for
was
certain
trying
people
to
it's not
help
going to be
us get
triggering
away.
because minds work differently.
He said
Right.
that the Abbey was gathering those who still had control of their own will at the villa.
Oh shit.
We need to go after the prince and see just what's going on at the villa.
We don't know what sort of defenses they have at the front gate. Let's sneak in through the back.
Oh no, not through
Good
the
plan.
sewer again.
Back into the catacombs, then.
Back
You got it.
into the catacombs.
Can't believe you've done this game. This is like this is like a world tour of old dungeons.
Except the only difference is stronger monsters.
Right?
Or I say stronger monsters, level appropriate monsters.
Sure.
Which is what was there to begin with, was level appropriate monsters.
Yeah, it do be that way. But anyways, yeah. I mean, we've kind of talked that to death, so we don't have to continue on about it. But I think you and I are in agreement. I think we're both accepting of the scenario that, you know, if it hurts someone, I will do my best to avoid it. But there does come a point where it's like, is this addressing the actual problem, or are you just gating the problem behind a word?
Yeah.
You know? Whereas the actual problem in and of itself is something else that we could deal with.
So those
like
weren't
counseling,
demons, they
right?
were
And
Malachim.
therapy and things
Yes.
like that. If everyone in
probably
America
ordered
had
to hunt down
access
any
to
humans
those
who still
things
possess
without it
free will.
fucking over their
Inominat
lives or
isn't
their
whole, and
wallets
his
or their
oppressive powers
schedules,
are not yet absolute.
right?
So he must be using the
almost as if
Malachim to find anyone he
maybe
missed and process them.
America should do
Sounds
like the
him.
rest of the fucking world does.
Be it a prince.
Well,
And have
not
free
the entire
healthcare.
rest of the world.
I'm just saying free health. It can be done. It can be done. Anybody is like, that just don't work. Yeah, it does.
Free healthcare for all.
It works. It's like, I love the idea. It's like, they don't make taxes too expensive. Versus what?
I
Going
wonder if
absolutely
Tabitha's
broke
alright.
when you get
I
cancer?
don't think she'll be suppressed so
Yep.
easily.
I'm
She's got
driven to
more grit than the
bankruptcy?
average
none of the
soldier.
people
But even if she resists suppression,
None of the people
if
in
the
our
Abbey
government
finds her,
who use that
she'd stand
line
out even more
give a
with
shit
us.
about the taxes
She
being
ran
more
an entire
expensive.
shadow
They
network.
give a shit about the
Finding a place to hide would
businesses,
be
the
child's play for
industries
her.
that would
Maybe
drive
she
out
was
of
just
business.
pretending to be
Oh,
an
yeah,
old
absolutely.
woman.
Huh?
Yep.
But I really loved Tabitha's cooking.
And those businesses
I'm
are
just kidding.
lobbying to make
You
sure
don't run
that
into a woman that
the
tough
status
every day.
quo remains
She's been living
quo.
in society's
And
shadows
then the people
since before
who
we were
parrot
born.
the scenario
If she heard you
are
were
just being
worried,
force-fed
she'd
the
laugh and
nonsense
say you're
by
wasting
the
your time.
media that they
Then
utilize.
we should be on
so
our way to the villa.
And they just regurgitate that shit.
Well, they don't. I say this in a loose standard because plenty of them do know better, but a lot of them don't know better because they only get their information from one source, which means they have been led to believe these sources are true their entire lives and the other sources are liars, which is a bad way to get all your information. Yeah. I say that in a scenario where I actively have different sources that I watch that often come with slightly different opinions that are like,
oh no, I watch the, like, how else are you gonna know about the kind of stuff Fox News is pushing unless you're watching
Fox
stuff
News.
from Fox News? Like, I'm not saying that, like, you should sit there and just keep the channel stuck on Fox News and just watch that. It's just like, how can you know the narrative they're trying to push if you never hear what they're pushing?
I check a variety of like news outlets for information on basically a weekly basis,
CNN, Newsmax, all
and
that
just
shit.
get like a general kind of like vibe and feed of what's going on. And because I do that, and then I have other sources that I like consistently watch for more specific information, right? It's so easy for me to be like, all of these? Oh fucking god, no. And all of these? Somewhere in that range, yes. Right? Like, it's not even. I've always been a person who's it was a thing when I was a kid. I guess probably because I grew up poor and we had like channels 3, 6, and 12, right?
Yep.
So and 12 was spotty the vast majority of the time, so it was really 3 and 6, which was generally speaking at that time period the liberal channel and the conservative channel, and we would watch the news kind of as like a family quite frequently because that would be what was on, you know? And so I've always had this scenario of like, okay, I want to know what people are saying and be able to respond to that kind of like concept. And now versus then, I will say, right, like, it was, as an adult, I could go back and watch old things and be like, oh yeah, I see clearly the differentiation and where this is definitely the conservative side and this is definitely the Democratic side.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But at the time, it was way harder to differentiate because they weren't so fucking polarized and just pandering to the just brain-meltingly stupid shit that happens.
It's so funny because,
not to say that shit didn't exist back then, it did.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid 30 years ago, the different news outlets were way more like tight about letting that crazy shit out. Right?
And
like
now that lid's just blown off.
And that lid doesn't fucking exist anymore.
Yeah, no,
it's like, let's all be as crazy pants as we fucking can. Probably shouldn't say crazy pants.
I mean, I don't think crazy is a word. Like, that's one that I.
No,
don't,
that's
I don't,
definitely one that I've heard people that are like, you shouldn't say that anymore.
Yeah,
and I get it.
I mean, but
I get
again,
it.
if it's like,
I get it.
Whatever.
Yeah, I get
but,
it.
Like, I think what's funny is like Fox News is doing to like our parents what our parents thought like video games were gonna do to us.
Yep.
It's the craziest thing.
Yep. It is indeed. And I'm gonna say this, right? Like, it is a circle. It is a cycle, and it is going to continue.
Coyote.
30 years from now, regardless of how accepting and open and liberal you and I are, 30 years from now, the people that are in their 20s and 30s are going to look at us like we are backwater, conservative pieces of shit.
You gotta forgive them. They grew up in a different time.
Exactly. 100%.
My mind is...
Oh, no, they do have localized suppression.
They do.
A channeling circle!
He's eating their will directly!
Uh-oh.
I swear those are models in SMP. I'm certain of it.
Hold up. You're telling me in Nominat's domain, his suppression will make bad people unalive themselves.
Yeah.
But he has minions of prophecy flying around to find anyone who is resisting the suppression. And they don't just get instantly killed. They get taken to a different place so that they can actually be suppressed.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You already show that you don't care about the lives of the people.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? Is like they just press on it and then they just go jump off a cliff?
Exactly, right? Like
why the middleman?
Well, yeah, why the middleman? If you don't care if the people end up alive or dead due to your suppression, why are you going through the extra hoops to make sure everyone is suppressed first?
Well, maybe they won't.
An entrance like this, it's almost
like we're a bunch of
Maybe
heroes.
Hey, no fair! You were supposed to say like what?
Maybe they didn't do enough bad things, like enjoy and entertainment.
Right?
Closing lance!
Makes you wonder, like, so when it strips your will, it seems like everybody can still go about their day. Like, they can still, they just like, I need to go to this place, pick up this thing, and I'm gonna go home. Right? But like, in that kind of a world, are you going to be able to like seek out a significant other or start a family? Like, is that gonna?
I mean, if you don't have the taste for food, I get the feeling that you're not going to have the taste for other things.
Well, I mean,
maybe it'll just be
desires gone.
Maybe it'll just be like a biological imperative. It'll be like, I am this age.
Right?
I should be married and have a family and propagate the cycle.
Like
well,
instinct.
I know I can still feel scared out of my wits at least.
Look at Percival. He's looking so good.
It's all right now. We'll help you find your mommy, and then
Mommy was executed. They killed her because she stole food to give to me.
Oh, we didn't get to her in time. Damn.
That's okay. They had to. Mommy was acting against reason.
Punch her.
So this
Punch her in the face.
is the true face of their suppression.
Give her a haymaker.
Yes, this is the ideal world sought by Shepherd Artorias. As long as malevolence gave rise to demons, this was the only way.
Jeebus.
That's why the Kingdom of Midgand consented to his plan. But I will never consent.
Consent.
It's important.
It is.
A world without sadness, but also without joy. A world without hate.
This is why I could never
also
actually be
without
popular.
love.
Because I'll have these fucking
suppose the whole
dumbass
world's like this now?
conversations.
Come on, like every streamer
No.
doesn't just like
Even this close to
go
the
to
Empyrean's
just talking
throne.
for
Some
hours.
here have held on to
Not
their free
the
will.
smart ones and not talking about this.
Still, we don't
I
have
see
much
big
time.
streamers do just talking streams, or
Right.
at least partially.
Oh no, they do
Feeling
just
Nominat's
talking streams.
domain
They just don't
spreading
talk about
even now.
this.
It's
Oh,
incomplete,
yeah.
but it's quickly growing stronger.
Even we might be
If
surprised
I had
this
any
keeps up,
actual
and then
size
it'll
of
be breathing a
viewership, I would
clock
be
all day
canceled.
long.
Not for, in my opinion, actually doing anything bad.
Prince, Griffin is doing well.
Right, yeah.
Good.
Just, you know.
That's good. I'm happy. Truly.
Well, enjoy it while you can.
No, he's partially
Until
suppressed.
now, I thought I was just a tool to serve my country. But when my feelings were being torn from me, I felt myself want something. No, I thought, I don't want this. I don't want to lose who I am. I understand the true horror of this ideal world now.
I think we all do.
Yeah, it's
I
been
know it's
shown to
selfish
us
to put this burden
very
on you,
readily.
But I beg you, stop all this. Stop Shepherd Artorias.
That's the plan.
You said something to me once. A bird that cannot fly is no bird at all. And now I say this to you. People stripped of their feelings
That's
can
offensive
never
to flightless
truly be
birds.
alive.
That is
Yeah.
offensive to flightless birds.
That's how I used to be.
We're going to defeat Artorias. We're going to make this world one where we can be ourselves. We're
She
doing
says
it
that,
for
and
us,
the ostrich behind
not
her is
for
like,
you.
You've changed, haven't you?
You
Another
really
rendition
have.
of Velvet's
You
theme.
used to be a sword wielded by your own
I
hatred.
think that's actually the one we're using for the.
But now, you're in control. You're the one who swings the blade.
Even if I still don't know when to sheath it.
Don't worry. When danger comes, I'll be there to protect you.
My, I'm jealous. It must be nice to have a reliable young man like that by your side.
It certainly is. Our Fee's a gallant soul.
Alan. Yeah.
Eisen. About Captain Eifried.
I dealt with him.
Poopsie poopsie.
But the Abbey, they stomped all over Eifried's pride to achieve this suppression of theirs. With these hands, I will destroy them.
We're getting the confirmation of everyone's buy-in.
Then I'm going to be selfish too. And as just another flawed human being, I will offer a humble prayer that you succeed.
Well, I'm pumped. Who wants to go cut our way into this throne of theirs?
We can't just barge in, sword for brains. We gotta prepare.
I heard.
We stick to
well,
the plan.
I'm fucked.
Wake up the four Empyreans
I
and
was
take
like,
Innominat's
I
domain
shot
away
down
from
to
him.
the subtitle so
Artorias
quick.
said the ceremony wouldn't be complete until the Scarlet Night.
Will they complete the ceremony first, or will we awaken the Empyreans? It's a gamble.
Well, moping won't get us anywhere. Let's head to Mount Killer House.
Right. It's time to suppress the suppression.
Wait, what?
Great.
Help,
It's like
help. I'm being repressed.
It's like a magic game where you're putting cards on the stack.
I counter your counter.
Well, I cast counter spell.
Damn.
Eleanor, did the exorcists know about this when they agreed to help Artorias?
They couldn't have. The exorcist I know fought for a world where people could live their lives in happiness and peace.
But then how do you explain the fact that the exorcists seem to accept what's going on?
Maybe that was just what I wanted to believe.
It could be that Innominat's suppression
I
is
was gonna
also
say, they
affecting
could just
the
be as suppressed as everyone else.
You mean Innominat might have taken control of their will and made them his tools?
Yeah.
Completely
Why
believable.
wouldn't he?
Exorcists are too hard-headed to be open to much persuasion.
If I stayed with the Abbey, I might have accepted this world too. Thank you, Laphicet. It's your strength that protects my heart from wavering.
You really think so?
Of course I do. Have a little more self-confidence.
Guess it's a good thing I captured you then.
That's true. I owe you my gratitude as well. Thank you.
I at least...
Seriously?
Quite.
appreciate.
To be able to express what's in my heart is a wonderful thing.
You still drive me mad.
When Eleanor
but
was
I can't
recruited,
disagree
she
there.
was met with a bunch of skepticism and distrust, and it was slowly earned over the game.
Yeah,
Even when not yet
unlike
fully awakened,
in Unicorn Overlord,
Inomina can
where
extend
people
his
you were
reach
just
to the
fighting to
entire
the death
world.
with, you're like, yep, come
The other
on
towns
our
are probably in
side.
the
Oh
same
yeah,
sorry state as the
I
Wizard
implicitly
World.
trust you.
Perhaps even
I'm
worse.
definitely just like
Magilu,
glossing over that
Is
concept
there
in
some
Unicorn
art that can
Overlord.
awaken
Drives me
Malachine?
crazy.
What do you mean?
Well, if I could just use the flames of purification properly.
Even if you could alter reality with that power, you'd end up destroying yourself in the process. Do you want to awaken that badly?
I need more power.
For Velvet's sake?
For her too, but I hate what the Abbey is doing. It's just wrong. This world of theirs is without any joy. I just want to do everything I can to stop them. This is what I want, with my own free will. And
I know of no such art. And even if I did, it wouldn't help you.
Huh?
You've already found strength in your heart. There's no magic that can make that stronger. What you need is to be ready and determined. And to be brave.
I guess you're right. Thanks, Magilu.
Damn
no
it.
thanks necessary. 100 gold will cover it.
You want me to pay you?
Hey, good advice isn't free. What do I look like, a sidewalk psychiatrist? I'm a witch.
She always has to be so difficult.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Alright. Ooh, perfect.
Good luck out there.
Good.
Wait, we didn't get either of the remaining specials with the perfect? Why do you hate us, game? Alright. Now that that conversation is all said and done, I do want to close and say I love people, and I hope they're happy, and I want them to be safe and healthy and all those things. So, if anyone feels that I was shitty, I do apologize for that. Because that isn't my intent.
I do not think that's the case.
I also do not believe that is the case, but we don't get to determine other people's feelings. So. Which is why, and other people don't get to determine our feelings, which is why I will say my piece, but also say the whole, I hope that that didn't hurt anyone, but if it did, I apologize.
There you go.
Because that's, I think...
the only thing we can do is be better.
Yeah, because I think that's the way the world should be, is like, there should be differing opinions, as long as those opinions aren't malicious towards one another. And there is no malice in the opinions that I hold. So...
it's at the point where it's just like, if I can look back at what I am now compared to what I was a year ago, and if I'm a better person, then great. And I hope that the next year I can do the same kind of reflection and see that that same change has happened.
Sure. Yeah. It's a good concept.
That's awesome. How many people has Benwick seen just walk off the dogs?
Like, I would assume a lot. We can't go to Titania.
Like, you can just look over the edge and see the bodies.
Oh, onwards to Helives.
Anyways.
Damn it!
Oh.
Hey,
good.
you two!
It seems you're both still here inside me,
She's
then.
like doing how Aang goes and talks to
It
the
is
previous
not as though we
avatars.
desired these circumstances. We're only here because you ate us.
Yum, yum, yum.
I'll make no
And y'all
apologies.
tasted like shit.
You wish to sacrifice us to the 4 elemental Empyreans. Is that it?
I didn't think we were going to hear from
Yes.
these people again.
I won't apologize for that, either.
It matters not. Your sins are nothing a mere apology could ever absolve.
You had your chance!
I know.
Yeah, no.
At least you're aware of how selfish you are. Good for you, then.
Remember this well, Lord of Calamity. No matter how many times I am reborn, I will act the same.
As will I.
Hey, look, Oscar got his other eye back.
That's good.
By the way, you're welcome for depth perception back.
And I as well.
Did you say something?
Hold up. Is
Just
that an
dreaming is all.
indication that
But I know now how deep my sins run.
Oscar is going to be
Velvet,
reborn
there's something I've wanted to
to
talk
fight
to you about.
against the Lord of Calamity?
It's about the
As
Therians.
a Malachine
And about
or
Laphicet.
something.
Let me
I
guess.
would
The
potentially,
link between
but
us and
I would
Nominat.
say also
Yes.
potentially as
There's no
a
way
shepherd.
of knowing what will happen until we actually try, but...
You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about me.
Well, I mean,
I said it before.
You'd have to.
Best
like,
just to blame
the
all the
shepherd's a human,
wickedness of the
right?
world on the Lord
Well,
of
I'm not
Calamity.
saying I'm immediately
try to
reborn.
shoulder
I'm
all
talking
of
about
this yourself.
reincarnation.
Oh.
We
You got a wife
exorcists
stream
are
situation
just as
going
much
on
at
here?
fault for letting things come to this. So let me ponder what to do about Kamoana and the rest. But you need to think about Laphicet. There, I've said my piece.
I don't know which of us is more stubborn.
I do.
Still, I've got to face the truth. I've got to tell him.
Velvet's come a long way because if this was 30 hours ago, Velvet would have just been like, she's so fucking stubborn. She wouldn't have even considered herself as a potential.
Right. There's been improvement. It doesn't change the result.
Well, I mean,
Oh, good.
fair.
This place hasn't been suppressed yet.
Ooh, that's good.
We're unloading. Give me a hand, will ya?
It hasn't been fully
Hey,
suppressed
you
yet.
listening?
Oh,
It is
it's
Sorry.
starting.
Something just feels weird.
It's just so
Like there's
far
something
away.
tugging at my thoughts.
Yeah.
I like his little
Yeah,
stiletto.
I've been
he's got
hearing a
there in
lot
his
of
belt.
that lately. But pull yourself together. Yeesh.
Yikes.
Yet being the operative term here.
We'd better get a move on.
Some angles,
Benwick,
it looks
don't
like
leave Kamoana
Velvet's
or
just
Medussa's
not very
domain.
close.
Got it?
At
the
all.
Therians are part of Innominat. They should be able to resist suppression to some extent.
Aye, aye. You watch yourself too, First Mate.
Well, we'll just smack each other around until we're
The
not
Killer House
suppressed.
is at the northern edge of Northgand. Bit of a trek.
It'd be nice if we could resupply along the way.
There's a town, Mercio, near the foot of the volcano. It faces the sea, but the currents lately have been too strong to approach it by water. However, the land route should still be clear.
The whole continent has been getting colder of late. Not just Northgand.
Colder. Could it have something to do with Innominat? Or maybe it's because the elemental Empyreans are asleep.
Both sound possible. But think too hard about the cold, and it'll give you the shivers.
Yeah, but even so...
Whatever the case, our course remains the same. We'll head to Mercio and work from there.
Really, just seeing her smiling in skits is so much of a fucking change. It really is. Like, holy fuck.
My son came home from the capital and said he'd take over the family fishing business. That was always my dream. But is it really best for the world? For him to waste his talents on such a primitive activity?
Dad, what are you saying? I thought we talked about this.
You should use your education to help the country and people all across the world. That is the way of reason.
That guy is acting really oddly.
Wait, we talked about this?
Yeah, you agreed that I should use
Now
my
we're gonna play
knowledge
the
to
game
advance fishing technology
Suppressed
and
or
stabilize the world's
senile.
food supply.
Right.
Remember?
Oh. Yes, that's right.
Shape up, Dad. What's the problem? Drinking too much?
Just a nightcap before bed.
If you need some rest, I'll take the boat out myself tonight.
Not too much.
That'd be the day. Like I'd put you in charge.
Oh, if I was
You're not
rich,
ready to
I'd have
take
a
the boat
nightcap
out by
before bed every
yourself.
night. I would.
An ill-fated fisherman's
I definitely
fortune.
would.
His memories are muddied. But is it divine will that dulls his wits, or drink?
A sailor who can't handle his drink is just as shameful as one who
Oh,
gets
hold
seasick.
up, Eisen. Calm down. That's a little judgmental.
Right?
Jeez.
Daddy, we're having a long-armed crab hot pot party when you come home tonight.
As the world gets colder, the long-armed crab's habitat expands.
Do your best out there today.
If the crabs breed too quickly, it will affect the fish.
Hey, that guy is...
Daddy? You're acting weird.
Oh, sorry about that. My mind just wandered away from me there for a second.
If you do that on your boat, you'll fall into the sea.
This guy's gonna go drown.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
I'll be careful.
That's not good.
Right. It's what I
That boy's
deserve.
father, he was acting strangely.
The suppression is starting to affect people out here, too.
So the suppression, the initial suppression that they did it like cover the globe?
No.
And it's just like the farther away parts are less affected.
Yeah. What seems like. It always gets me when doing things like this or having like scenes or whatever, seeing someone in the distance with the little smiley face speech bubble over their head. I'm like, look, he looks so happy. He's not happy.
It's like an emotion indicator and not a speech.
Oh, how's it going, Otis? How's it going,
He
Otis?
came back. It was funny. A while ago, he was sleeping and he had his face all
We opened
scrunched
our
into
arms
the
and
corner.
welcomed that vagabond into our town. But despite our kindness, he robbed us, started fights, caused trouble. Then he stole a boat and escaped. But I was the one that let him go. I'm guilty too. We have to be strict with criminals.
Rogues always seem to drift into Hellevese, don't they?
Huh? Were we talking about something?
Wait, did you forget what you just said?
Yeah, I hope I didn't say
That
anything
voice does not match this
strange.
person.
Yeah, I was
talking
thinking
about how
the
nice
same
of a guy
thing.
you were.
That's why I was
Don't be
zooming
so hard
around.
on
I was like,
yourself,
let me see
okay?
this person's
Huh?
face. He's even called Young Believer. Huh. Interesting that it changed from Young Believer to Devout Man.
Sail.
Ah! All our money!
65,000, 74,000.
My money! Might have to do some farming.
I remember the first boss in True Stealth Assassin. And he killed him. He's like, my money! My money!
Yep.
You're right.
And
It
Ayami
was
is like,
nearly freezing
where
before.
you're going, you're not
now
gonna
it goes
need
straight
it.
to the bone.
Those
Allow me
fucking
to
one
warm.
line.
Not necessarily.
Back down.
Oh, the sneezes are going around? Achoo! Ugh, so cold. If it's this bad here, I dread to think of what the Guyberg ice field is like.
The tundra past Mount
Maybe
Killeras?
if you put
Is
on
it
some
really that cold?
clothes.
I've stayed up in the mountains many times for my training. With all the snow, I imagine it'd be pretty rough for a normal human.
Oh
Why are you
shit.
sneezing all of a sudden? Demons aren't supposed to feel cold.
Nah, a snowflake just flew up my nose and...
Achoo!
You're sneezing too.
My hair was blowing around and tickled my nose.
But according to the old book I read, it isn't supposed to snow much around Guyberg.
Because of lava from the volcano and the Earth's natural heat. I bet the book calls it Guyberg Plains, too.
Yeah, it says Mount Killeras was highly active, and the area used to be famous for its hot springs.
But now it's... What?
Why are you all staring?
They're all expecting you to sneeze,
Yeah.
I think.
Everyone else is doing it! Now give us a good show!
Ah. Sorry, everyone. No sneezes here. I'll practice for next time.
What the fuck?
Good grief.
Ah. That's fun. Jacob, guess what we can do here?
Mini games?
Coin collector!
Oh yeah,
I've been practicing.
We get a new skin. You better.
Oh god, it's so fucking hard. Fuck this. I don't think I can get it. I think I'll get higher than what I got previously. I honestly think it might just be easier to not. I definitely got higher.
Look, it's gotta be, whatever the reward is, it's gotta be better than a tatami mat.
Gotta be.
Viking disagrees.
It's just more reliable.
I mean, yeah.
Honestly,
But
I think
not enough.
Well, target score is 100. Hey, did it. What? That's not a thing. Bedhead.
She just gets an alfalfa sprig.
I hate it. Fuck you, game. Alright. We're gonna get it.
I just want to know what it is without looking it up. I want you to do the mini game. Oh, I can see what you mean by more reliable. Oh no. Whoa.
Damn it. Okay. I can do this.
Uno mas.
No. I can do this.
Uno mas.
It's about getting the right pattern down.
Yeah, like the shortest. Nice. Oh, that one.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, that one. Oh, it's so far back there. No. Yeah. Oh, well, at least you have a hard time missing those.
Nope. Okay.
That's the last bit.
I'm
All
so
you gotta
close.
do is just like those like 2 or 3 times you miss the one.
Yeah.
If you can shore those up. this stupid zigzaggy circle.
Fuck!
Oh, no! No! Catastrophe!
Fuck! It's
Calamity! The
Can I
Lord
just
of Calamity is
restart
struck again.
Damn it! No, that is not faster.
No. Oh no! No!
It's so
No.
hard.
The zigzaggies. I like how it's just wide enough to not be able to, like, run in this little circle and grab them all.
Yeah. Just enough to be a pain in the ass.
Alright. Alright. Just line this up, knock it out of the park. No!
Fuck! It's...
Jeez. It's rough!
It's so floaty!
You know what? Maybe you should start off grabbing the 2 rows, and then on your way out, grab what you just did.
Probably. I'll try that next time. But I assume I will not make it this time.
Yeah, wow. And you can zoom up the hill at least, because you basically can't miss the coins.
Okay. It's hard just to go straight.
Yeah, there's obviously some, like... Jeez.
Didn't mean to do that.
Oh my god, there's so many. No, no!
Fucking hell.
Jeez. Ooh.
Ah. Very bad.
I mean, we're still getting currency for this.
Yeah, that's true.
Jeez, there's just no doing that. It's like you have to zoom. But I don't think, like, the starting line, you can't make this right turn without... It's like you can get them a lot faster on the board, but it's also impossible to steer.
Yep. Especially if you're doing a speed boost.
Zoom!
I don't have any zooms.
Of course!
I gotta make sure I'm picking up all the zooms.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe the going doubles in is not the right choice, because I feel like you did better.
So actually what I've been trying to do is not I'm not trying to doubles in. I'm trying to just get one line down and get the other line back up, and it's just that hard to do it. Because I was like, maybe if I can just get one line at a time.
Oh. Maybe? Oh.
Fucking hell.
Well, that's not a good camera angle.
Yeah, it's really not.
Ugh.
Fucking
that
hell.
same one.
Yeah. Wasn't good regardless. Yeah, no, I think the original thing...
Yeah, I think go back to original strats. Okay, alright, that's not bad.
Ah! Trying to hop on the board and get some extra fucking speed.
Yeah, and if we can get... Ugh.
Okay. Really, it'll be fine. Why can't I do that normally? Ugh. Phoebus.
Yeah,
Phoebus.
getting that double line on the out is pretty much mandatory.
That's why I was like, if I can get one line in instead.
Well, there's 3 rows total. Oh. That. Alright, I think you should zoom after grabbing that one that you know is a problem.
Missed a different one.
That's also a problem.
Oh.
There's like 2 in that line that you could miss.
I'm gonna try just running. No board. Too bad that doesn't speed me up. Alright, just running is not gonna work.
It's
pretty close, actually. Like...
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's actually better than a lot of the ones that I've done, but not gonna work.
The best one you did is when you pretty much got both rows of coins on your way out.
Yep.
That's your PB. Ooh. Ooh. That's fine. No. Yeah, that takes so much time. Come on.
gonna be here for an hour, Jay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, we're probably gonna be here for the next 20 minutes most.
Why is there not a... Why is... Okay, my scenario is why does it always go this fast? Why can't I brake?
No brake, only go.
I can do this. I can, like, scooch. You know? Maybe that's the key. Maybe it's scooching is the key.
I don't think that's it, Chief. That's not faster than walking. What is it? What?
It's so...
No!
It's... It's so fast. And it's so touchy. I'm trying to not restart so that we actually get the coins for each try. Because, I mean, 100 coins is still 100 coins, you know?
That double line.
I heard you say single line.
Yep, that's what I said.
What? Why'd you go so wild there?
Wildin' out. You'd have like another 10 seconds if got
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Okay. One other strategy I can suggest. Go uphill first.
I don't think that that's going to be helpful.
Yeah, and the backtracking is going to be much. Hey, Nightcloak. I did
How's it going,
hear
Nightcloak?
that it is tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time. Tricky, tricky, tricky.
Spyro skateboarding? Oh my god. Yeah, something along those lines. It's so fucking touchy. Fuck you!
And we're doing all this
And immediately.
just because we get a skin for our stupid board.
We don't even know that, in fairness.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I guess that might not be a reward.
Like, we already got the target. There may be nothing for 100%ing it. Definitely not getting it this time.
That...
Where?
It's tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky.
How do you even, like... What? There's no way to do this while always on the board. There's no way. Not unless you're like stutter stepping. There's no fucking way. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much pain am I experiencing right now?
It's starting to look pretty intolerable.
6 or a 7, I would say, at this point. But I want it to be so good. I do think that around the outside thing is the way to go.
Dun, dun.
Stop! Like, it might have been okay if I had just been able to immediately go back through them. But I, like, get on the board, and the camera immediately, like, wobbles, like, 15 times, and the board goes, whoop, 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 whoop.
Whoa, oh god, where we going?
Like,
Who knows?
Is there... Okay, I'm gonna try other buttons. Is there a way to... No. There a way to, like, control the camera? No. I have no camera control.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Restart. Okay. We stick to the pattern. Fuck you.
Really?
Ugh. Why? Why does it get so wiggly?
Look, geoboard skin, not that important.
I don't care about the skin.
It's the honor.
The being able to do a minigame. I know you know. I know there have been minigames that you have just poured your hours into.
No. No. Absolutely. Oh.
Fuck you, camera.
That one coin.
Not our best result, but we were there in sight of the finish.
I like how you noticed you were losing control and jumped off the board.
Yep.
Alright, double line.
Fuck you. I should have been able to just ride right through those and pick them up.
No, not enough time.
That's our best one, though.
Yeah, that is best. Had you nailed that double line?
Oh yeah, double line would have meant time to spare.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Let's see. What do you think would be a shitty geoboard skin?
What if the tatami mat gives you better control?
It's a skin.
What if the tatami mat gives you better control?
It's a skin.
No fucking wiggly. What are you doing? Hidden skin stats. That's how things work, right?
Still fine if you can nail the double.
Can't nail the double. That was a fluke.
No, you can.
That was a fluke. I swear to God it was. I don't think it's actually possible.
It doesn't help that the like minigame song is like
Oh. Slowly losing my mind. Also, if this was a minute instead of 48 seconds, easily done.
Yep. Well, see, if you allowed your emotions to be suppressed, then you wouldn't have to worry about getting tilted ever. We're talking about a tilt-free world. No tilting, no salt. Can't you just like hold out her hands to be a little bit wider?
Or just not go at a crazy angle as soon as I touch anything. Like I don't understand why the bank hard left and right thing happens. I didn't want to quit. No, fuck you, Expedition.
No what? Fuck you, Expedition.
It shouldn't be that hard. It should not be that hard. I just want to get a straight line. I just want to get a straight line.
It ain't gonna happen. I want a lot of things. Oh no.
No.
No. No.
Too many little fucking bullshit scenarios. I might try starting to do that though.
Just get the double at the beginning.
Try.
Just for better attempts.
Even if I can't get the double, but I can get the straight, I think it's still possible.
Well, I mean,
As
you still
long
have
as
2 rows coming out.
Yeah. Well, that's potentially motherfucker. See, it's those little things that just lose milliseconds.
And
So, do you see every single time I like get on the board, if I do anything, it's just like here. It's like any amount of correction on the board is just like.
That's it.
I also hate that quit is the highlighted option. It's like they were saying, we know the person's not gonna want to keep doing this. Fucker. What? All right. Also, those ones off on their own are like a real pain in the ass. Okay. How the fuck did we get that 16? So fucking close. That was so close to being the line. Okay.
Hey, you've never collected that coin before. Congratulations on touching the coin.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, man. You take those small W's.
Fucker! Why did you drift so hard in that direction?
So, I feel like you need to get to the hill, like, on your way up the hill when you have, like, 12 seconds.
Yeah, 15 would be comfortable.
But, like, yeah, like, if you're not on your way up that hill at around the, like, the 12-second mark, I believe.
I only got a few more in me before I'm just fucked.
Ooh, nice. Damn.
I'm trying to see if, like, if there is
if it's
just
viable to.
Just doesn't. I know there is. That's the thing. Is I know a person who has played this extensively. Knows exactly how to hold the stick and get it perfectly.
Uh-huh.
And that makes it even worse.
That wasn't bad. Like,
that was.
That was.
What did I do differently there? Angle. But if I can save that for my exit just to get the fuck back over there, not aim at anything, but just be like, I go.
And you'd have to be up there. Alright. That line!
$113. That's just a little.
Whoa.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I'm starting to think this might not be a great minigame.
What are you talking about? This is the best fucking minigame.
No. Yeah?
Never had more fun in my fucking life.
Yeah?
It's also sometimes it just feels like you're going to hit a thing and then you just don't. You know? Not great. Anything under 110, not great. Ah! I don't think my pattern is good, Jay. I don't think my pattern is good. Let's take a look. Let's take a walk.
Yeah?
So we got this one coming out. That's easy peasy, right? Where do we go from here? I mean, it feels like you're supposed to go right down this fucking line.
Can you just walk down and collect both those? Just walk. Not really.
Not guaranteed. It's so, like, they're just so evenly spaced.
Alright, so you know how you just kind of like jiggle walk around that circle? What if you just jiggle walk down that double row?
Okay.
Just like, get on the board, and once you get there, get off the board and just jiggle walk. Jeez.
Yeah.
But, like, that row is done.
Sure.
And, yeah, the circle. The fucking floundering.
It's just so painful.
I don't know, I feel like...
Jiggle walk
maybe...
the circle might be the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I might as well get the coins.
Yeah. Yeah? You go up? Interesting. Check.
I do think I need to be able to, like, skateboard the outside.
Yeah, I mean, the more time you can spend on the board reliably getting coins, the better, but...
Got to 110 on that, and that was pretty crappy, honestly. Oh.
Uh-oh. Well...
Well... I think the game called it for me. You know what?
I don't know. We were starting to get things together.
I want to try like 2 more times. 2 more times.
Okay. After this one.
No, including this one. I say, because I'm only gonna need this one.
Hell yeah.
Alright, well, not quite true, but pretty close.
That's best.
That's best.
That's best.
I was so close!
Oh, buddy.
Can you imagine how mad I would be right now if that was the last coin? I would be so mad.
Just right there spinning.
I would be so mad. But that pattern does seem to work decently well.
There's some... Yeah, because... Yeah.
It lets me stay on the board a fair amount. Fucker. Does that count, Jay? Do I have to quit? Can I have one more?
You may have one more.
Okay. This is it. Wait, succeed or not, I'm done. I've proved my theorem. Doesn't matter if I'm good enough to complete it or not. That's not gonna be it. Pick up time somewhere. It's gotta be here. It wasn't here. It wasn't here.
No.
It wasn't here. It wasn't here. That one's a trap, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Like, alright. 119 is heartbreaking, but...
Yep. That's what it is, though.
We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Sideburns?
I just don't understand why some of this stuff is so fucking expensive.
Yeah, mellow fluid?
Like I frequently sell 50 balmy fluid at a time.
And we already have 88 of them?
Yeah. And the game's like, well, if you want some of this... That's crazy to me.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Save point. save point in here?
It's
Is there... Oh, I bet it's in the end.
in the end, maybe?
I'm gonna quick save.
One.
What? Why?
That's...
Why are the prices
No.
so crazy? That's why I saved, by the way. Fuck that! Okay. Don't get copyright striked! Alright, that's gonna be it for tonight's session of Tales of Berseria. We got off on a lot of tangents. You're so blinded. We got off on a lot of tangents, and we played minigames for a long time. But we did have a big event happen, and yeah.
The suppression, it happened. And Eisen, the pirate, we finally met Eisen in the flesh.
Literally just gonna load the game.
Broken flesh.
Just so that... Why, people? Why do you make your fucking title menus so fucking loud? Oh, wow.
I already closed the...
I knew this would be big. What a
my
treasure.
eyes and ears have been spared.
Oh, shit. Well, I'll just save that for next time. Anyways. That's it for tonight's session. We'll be back tomorrow with some more Unicorn Overlord. Thanks for watching, people. We will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Ah! Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/TheDistantHorizon.